I mean, the last time I talked, I heard about a whole Chelsea rebrand. But if you guys want to go back to your slutty ways, going through managers,
Wow.
Let Vader speak on it.
They pin out themselves now.
Speak your truth, Vader.
Is he lying? You know how many times I cry? You know how many times I cry, bro? Every time I see Nagelsmann coaching,
you can't call this team a golden generation. There's nothing.
Hans was asked what is a register. I swear he said someone.
Ain't no way.
I do it.
Once is an anomaly, twice a coincidence, 3 times is a pattern, 4 times is juju. That's my saying. So I'm sorry. It's witchcraft is happening. The vent continues. So, guys, let's tell you what's going to be happening on the show aujourd'hui. This is what's going to be happening on the show aujourd'hui. So, we are, of course, going to talk about Jude Bellingham and apologize Jude Bellingham and why there's so much hate against Jude Bellingham. We're going to talk about Erling Haaland, the biggest disgrace to football in I don't know how long, because I believe he had 2 touches in the L today against us. So I'm going to have a real conversation about the face of EAFC, not FIFA, EAFC 24. We're going to talk about
no service.
I know. Cool. Thank you, Abdallah. Thank you. We're going to talk about Lautaro Martinez. He dropped a 4-piece. Was the hate unwarranted towards him? Was it fair to call Lautaro Martinez the second coming of Higuain or Higuain 2.0? And we're also going to talk about United. We have to talk about United because they yet again took another L. Was it Ten Hag's fault or was it the Moroccan Andrew Tate who was to blame for that L? And as we always do, we're going to talk about the Golden Trophy because I believe the City's loss, we have to give Wenger his flowers because so many have tried and Wenger still has a Golden Trophy because, guys, Arsenal is going unbeaten. Tottenham is going unbeaten. So it's done. Papa Wenger lives again. So this is a celebration as to can we please give Papa Wenger his flowers. So guys, we've got a lot of stuff to go through. So guys, there will probably not be a Sunday hangouts because literally there's nothing happening. Like for some reason, all the games happened on Saturday. So they're not really apart from thing bad and playing, they're not really those major games.
What about the slots of London? What about the slots of London?
No. UCL prediction.
The halls of London. My bad.
No, we play on Monday. Chelsea play against Tottenham.
The halls of London play on
Wait,
Monday.
are you not gonna do a preview for the derby?
No.
You better shut your mouth, bro.
Wait, HH, no UCL preview?
Oh yes, that's a good point. UCL preview. So Sunday we might as well do a UCL preview, not a West London preview, no. But yes, Sunday, that's a good point. Yeah, we might do a UCL preview. But I'll let you guys know. Basically, by the time tomorrow, you can see on the screen if there will be a show because I've got lots of editing and some stuff to do on Sunday. So it really depends. So we have stuff to do, but I feel that based on the events that have happened today, before we get into like our main order of business, I feel I've got to give Liverpool fans some more time to vent and a bit much more fallout from the events that happened earlier today, because I'm sure some new information may have come to light. So let's just set this up right now here like this though. So let me get us back to what we're looking at. So there we go. and I'm gonna hit my hold on, there we go. Let me hit my stream marker. Let's call it Liverpool. So we need to hear from Sam. So Sam, talk to me. Your thoughts on the fallout of what happened and the events for today. How are you feeling? What are your emotions towards the PGMOL?
Do you know what? Yeah, if I'm going to be real, I'm feeling proud as a Liverpool supporter for what the boys put out on the pitch today, even though they were 10 men down, 9 men down. 10 men down, it still looked like Liverpool going to win the game. 9 men down, Tottenham struggled to slice us open. So I'm really proud of the boys. Like, you can tell that Liverpool are going to do good things this season. They're a legit team. I can say that. But these flipping refs, oh my word. Do you know new information came out that apparently the guy in the VAR thought that the on-field decision was onside.
Okay. So now shout out to Mike who just said. So let's just read this right now. I think this is really what you're saying. So let me read it in case you guys can't see, for people who are listening on the podcast. So PGMOL now saying lines were drawn, checking protocol was carried out correctly, but Darren England lost sight of the on-field decision, thinking a goal had been given. What? And thus upheld it with a quick check on place. Okay, this makes things way worse because when the goal subsequently wasn't given, England could and obviously should have immediately corrected his mistake. It's one thing getting confused by the on-field decision, but if England gave a goal with lines drawn to confirm, yet then saw play about to restart without it counting, it's ridiculous he or anyone in the VAR room wouldn't say something. It's not a question where the officials can only answer VAR's first answer.
It
Christ.
is.
I mean, the
offense. Basically, if that's true, it may seem because guys, that is the equivalent of pretty much setting your company on fire or pretty much messing up with the stocks of your company. That's right there. It's a sackable offense because that is a major with a capital M error. That's crazy.
It's a sackable offense, and you're talking about a game that is the highlight of the Premier League weekend, where you got practically a lot of the world watching the game, and you mess up like that. We call a lot of English fans call this the best league in the world, and you got officiators like this for the apparently the best league in the world. Come on now, and this didn't happen once. This happened last year with the Arsenal and Brentford game when they forgot to put the lines in. So it's the thing is, you can come out with an apology saying, "Oh, I'm sorry that we did this," but the reason why we do not accept this apology is because we know you're going to do this again. Like it baffles, and they said they're going to do an investigation. Investigation on who? Where's the investigation coming from? You're going to investigate yourself? There needs to be a third party that comes in and investigates it on a neutral basis, not the PG or whatever their names are investigating themselves. That doesn't make any sense.
But Samuel, that takes away powers from the Premier League. That's why they don't want, like, for example, the white paper in a different type of context. They want as much power within all types of contexts within football. They want to have the most power. They don't want any power taken away from, whether it's refereeing decisions, whether it's the laws of the Premier League. They want the most power. They want to dictate what happens week in, week out, whether it's transfers or what happens in games.
But you know what it is today? What it's shown today is that the Premier League are fools. They're absolute fools. They've shown themselves up today.
I'm confused though. Obviously, a goal wasn't given. Then why didn't you bring it back? Like, I'm confused. Like, how did this happen?
No, I think I even remember there was one show where there was a former referee, and they were reviewing a foul, and it wasn't a foul, and the referee, I think the former referee said, "I wouldn't call it as a foul just to protect the on-field referee," and I'm just like, what?
Yes, this is crazy.
Are you being strict? If it's wrong, it is wrong. You have to hold the integrity of the game. And it's like, like my head is still hot. I can't lie to you. My head is still hot. And it's not just us. And to be fair, yes, it's easy for Liverpool fans to complain about this because it's happened to our team. But this has happened to many other teams.
It's all of us. It's all of us.
And it's like, this is going to carry on if this is not stopped and taken into action properly.
Okay, so does anyone else want to have their say on this?
I do.
Can I say, HH, can I speak on this?
Okay, Abdallah, go for it.
Okay, Abdallah. Like I said in this post-match stream, I think fans need to take it to the extremes. Harass referees and hold them accountable. Whether you just do have, it doesn't have to be violence. Just harass them, like passively, because nothing. You either run them out of town. You either confront the Premier League chiefs like Richard Masters and hold them accountable. FA office, harass them. Like, you have to do something. We have to do something as fans. And respect to Liverpool fans, where they were the pioneers of actually, when they stood up to their owners and said enough is enough a couple of years back, when they said when prices started to increase. I don't know what's happened. I don't know what's happened to fans, where they kind of led the movement of giving fans a voice. And I don't know what's happened. Like, fans are just like people in England. We're just all talk. We love to complain about stuff, but we do nothing about it. And the thing is with the Premier League, it's a true reflection of this government, because it goes hand in hand. Your leadership, you're giving too much power. It gives too much power because they are a true reflection. They're like a mirror. They are like a mirror. So okay. I think until fans do something about it, whether it means extremes, doesn't have to be harmful. It doesn't have to be violence.
Well, you were advocating for violence in the last
if we love this sport, take it to whatever extremes we have to do. Otherwise, the sport's gonna die. The sport's gonna die. Whatever actions have consequences. The actions have consequences. The referees.
All right. So who else?
Can I speak on?
Okay.
Can I go after AK, please?
Yeah, sure. Okay, AK, go for it.
I actually saw that same post about why the on-field referee didn't turn the decision over. And HH, do you know what this sounds like? HH, I tutor kids as a job. My job is tutoring kids.
Oh, cool.
One of my kids, I think he's like 7 years old. And he did one page of his homework when I asked him to do a different page. And he's like, I did not know I had to do this page of my homework. That's what this sounds like. This sounds like a 7-year-old kid. And you're telling me these are the referees that apparently are in charge of refereeing the biggest league in the world? Again, this is why the nation of England as referees are bricks. They're bricks. And the fact that they literally they mixed up the on-field decision makes
that's crazy.
Makes it even worse than what it was before.
Because my thing is that I've never heard that before. Like, that's new to me. Like, that is a new level of brickness, because I've never heard an explanation like that. That's now new. That is a new law. It's new
like
law.
They tried to rationalize it and they made it even worse.
Yeah,
that doesn't even make sense.
But it's like, it wasn't a goal. How can you assume it was a goal? Like, basically, did you know what it is? I don't buy that explanation. Someone really effed up. That's
bro.
Like,
how do you lose sight in that room? There's about 50 screens covering them, showing them a billion angles.
No, let's keep it a stack. Someone was doing the number 2 and was in the toilet or something, and they obviously don't want to. They don't want to reveal that because
were they all taking a shit?
Yes. No. Why?
They all were.
Or number 3.
No. Just wait. Something was. See, let's keep it a stack. That explanation is ridiculous. That's just to cover because something messed up happened there, and they obviously don't want to reveal it. So they think that this is the best possible explanation to keep their jobs, because someone has to
Bro,
get
they could have at least said it. They could have at least said it was BrickNet. Like they said we lost connection.
Lost connection.
To say that you lost sight when you're covered by screens covering every angle possible, showing replay after replay after replay.
And there's not one person there. There's 4 people.
Yeah,
bro.
Even if one person, Even
you
if one
can't think
person
that
was
we're
away.
you can't think that we're idiots. So you thought that the goal was given. You can't see the scoreline. What?
Wait,
So
even if one person was away, are you telling me that the other 3 individuals in that room cannot draw a line? Like, is that what?
basically
We're
something happened and they don't want to reveal what happened. So something crazy happened in that VAR room and nobody wants to say it. Nobody wants to say anything. You know. So who else wants to jump on this? Anyone wants to jump on this?
Yeah, I said I was gonna go after.
Sure. Elijah, sorry. Go for Elijah.
HH, can you pull up my profile, bro?
Oh, sure. Well, it's boy Tiffany.
If you guys have seen, I posted my my reaction on TikTok about an hour ago. HH, I just ate my first meal of the day and it was cereal.
Oh wow.
I haven't recovered because HH this
Look, man,
don't
be like Rubiales' mom, man. Food is important.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Trust me. I'm not gonna go that far. I'm not gonna go that far. It's not the UCL final, so it's nothing like that. But this is a disgrace. This is bogus. As you know, as I went on my rant last stream, I'm just trying to be a bit more composed because this is bogus. This is a disgrace. As Drogba said, this is highway robbery. This is the wolf on Wall Street. This is disgusting because if there's 4 people in a room and there's 3 officials on the field plus 1 on the sideline, the 4th official, there's 8 people. The refereeing crew is 8 people. You're telling me 8 people can't come up with the right decision?
It's
just the Premier League.
incredible.
The Premier League revenue. Hold on, if I could pull it up. The Premier League revenue is $6.4 billion or 6.4 billion euros. You're telling me they can't come up with the proper usage?
Did you know what it is?
They can't pay the right people to get this done.
No, let me throw this explanation to you, and it's just from understanding English culture. Because again, it's like, oh my gosh, all this money, why not? We have to understand something about English culture. This is just me knowing, going to school in England and everything, and just knowing English people, is they are extremely traditional. And one thing that's very important to English people and English culture is maintaining tradition.
But HH, that can't be the excuse because other leagues with lower budgets.
I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm explaining why we are at a position where a league that has the most revenue is somehow behind technology. I'm trying to explain why a league with the most revenue doesn't have state-of-the-art technology to
because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
And I'll tell you why it makes it, because England are like, no, this is how we do it. And if we're not going to be the pioneers, we sure as heck ain't going to be copying other people. So if other people are going to introduce it, we may take a bit of it, but we're going to do it our way. Because there is no reason why you don't have either the exact same thing as FIFA, if not even better. But what the Premier League wants is, no, we're going to do it our way. We're going to have tradition our way, and we're going to protect the referees. And here's the thing, it's not going to change.
Because it blows the mind that the following leagues in that country, T20 cricket, Betfred Super League, Premiership Rugby and stuff like that. They use their officiating to the umpteenth degree, and they don't bring in as much money as the Premier League does, and the Premier League can't do technology properly. Like it's not the
NBA. They have
even in the NBA. It's not. It just doesn't sit right. And I'm fearing that, and even like the intro says, once is an anomaly, twice is a coincidence, 3 times is a pattern, 4 times is a juju.
Yeah,
we're already on strike 2 with Simon Booper. Simon Booper might mess around and they'll give him another game. That's going to be 3, and then we're going to get to 4. I don't understand. I just don't understand.
See, my thing with it right now is I don't know whether Simon Hoopdreams will continue because he's going to be under so much pressure that unless he's got a very strong mind, I don't think he'll carry on. Because my thing though is that now any game you now referee, people are now going to fully scrutinize any decision you make. So let's see, it's going to be hard for him to be treated like in a neutral fashion because anytime you blow a whistle or any wrong decision you make, people are going to triple down. It's a lot more than any other referee. So
because at this point, I'm now coming to the conclusion that the MLS might have better referees.
Oh,
or they used the technology
for sure,
better.
100%.
Because it's a joke. We might as well just start renting referees from the MLS so they can help out.
That's people say that, okay, it's not his fault. It's VAR. Here's my thing.
No. You can't say that because they all work together.
No. But we're talking about the process is the issue. If you look at the process, it's not someone Hooper's fault because it is up to the VAR room to say, yo, I think you should check it because they are the ones who radio into the ref and say, yo, I think you should stop play. So when the referee ever stops it to look at VAR, he's not making that decision. That is coming from people from the VAR room who are saying, yo, ref, stop play. I think you should check this because I think the discrepancy there. But what I believe is, no, the linesman, if he thinks it's close, should radio into the ref and be like, that's a close call. Maybe talk to the VAR guys and see how close it is. So the on-field guys should also radio into the VAR guys to be like, yo, bro, I think that's a close call. Try and check it. Like, if it's an obvious offside, fine. But if it's minimal, be like, yo,
but
what's up?
But the officials who are using VAR don't know how to use VAR. That's the problem. They're the ones who are incompetent. There's nothing wrong with the system of VAR. It's the people who are using the system of VAR, if that makes sense.
Well,
they don't know how to use it.
They
don't know how to use it. There's nothing wrong with the system. They don't know how to use it. That's the problem. They don't know how to use it.
And then just to add to that, like, for example, like Rugby World Cup is going on right now. If an assistant referee or this linesman sees an issue, he'll radio the referee on field and say, hey, let's take a look at this. Like I said last stream. Hey, upstairs going to call you. Hey, there's something you want to look at. Hey, we might think that there's like a yellow card offense that will needs to be bumped up to a red card offense, like stuff like that. But it's really disappointing that things like that happen. And this is not just for like offsides, but like even with discipline, fouls, certain fouls that may not be seen as a yellow card or that isn't really a red card that should be a yellow card, stuff like that. Like basic judgment is what is missing.
Can I just say one more thing?
Yeah, so go for it.
Howard Webb is a brick. Howard Webb is a brick. They were actually offered to get the semi-automated offside that they use for the World Cup to the Premier League, and Howard Webb rejected it because they said, "Oh, we're fine. We can do it by ourselves." You are such a brick.
That is, and again, it goes to arrogance. It's not corruption, it's arrogance. Because I do remember that. So what did that happen? I do remember a thing when they said that England said no. And it is the arrogance of the Premier League. Because they think, wait, if we're the top league in the world, we should be able to show that we can do it better than everyone else. And the reason why I love that, because in this world, I believe in karma. And I believe in the power of the universe. By you showing your arrogance, the world is going to show you why you're so idiot to be arrogant. Because my thing is that you've now said, oh no, we can do it. And now you, like, basically, this mistake alone should show you how dumb that decision was. Because, bro, basically, like, there's nothing more. This is a cataclysmic decision. Like, you have pretty much almost effectively cost Liverpool a game. Now, we don't know whatever happened, but that call to not to give that goal, that is a huge decision, because that could have greatly changed the game. And we all know that in that game, Liverpool were favourites to win. Despite how good Tottenham were, Liverpool were favourites to win the game. I'm not giving the goal that is crazy, but my thing though is, why would you reject the semi-automated offside that clearly works? And when you know that your referees are garbage, and you've seen that they're garbage, you only do that if you're arrogant. And again, the Premier League's arrogance has come to bite themselves in the ass, because now you are now the clowns. Because I told you, it is now. See, this is what I said. La Liga refs, that's corruption. So I actually respect that. Premier League refs, that's just you're just crap. So I actually have more respect for La Liga refs because at least they got payment there. So at least if he gets paid to break it, that's even like a bit better than man. Actually, let me come to before we go to our Jude Bellingham. RDS, who's just coming? Talk to me, bro. About your thing on this whole thing.
Yeah, it's I mean, I do, even though I hate Liverpool as a United fan.
But you're going to be objective. You're going to be objective here.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I even felt when Matip scored that own goal, like I even felt bad. I was like,
yeah, you have to. Yeah,
that's bad, man. Like, because I was like, because even when they got the draw, I was like, you know what, this is a bad thing. I respect the mentality that Liverpool had, but when he scored that own goal, I was like, jeez, that's got to feel bad. As for the game, I mean, the reality is, like, if you want me to be objective, the reality is the referees have been making bad decisions for a while now. But the reason why things don't change fundamentally is because football fans are tribal. That's why. Because if it happens to a rival club, a rival team, people don't care. It's really simple as that, really. So, like, yes, of course. Like last season, I think, if I recall, I think Arsenal had their
against Brentford.
The thing against Brentford, did City fans, Liverpool, United, Liverpool, all those fans come out and be like, Arsenal, let's talk to people? No, they didn't. It was just Arsenal, but you know what I mean? So, like, I can tell you already the decisions that I felt. I know people talk about the Wolves game, but I feel the United game where I'm like, come on, at the very least, check some of these things.
Yeah.
So the reality is, like, if I'm honest, like, I'm almost going from the season where, like, I almost don't even care what the you can't even rely on what the referees are going to do because this is just how bad they are. There's no continuity between the way refereeing is in UEFA competitions versus Premier League competitions. And as we've already discussed, they decline the semi-automated offside technology. I don't understand this explanation. It sounds like because I can understand the red card. I mean, people can say it's harsh, etc. Yeah, I mean, I've seen red cards like that are given. I mean, your player Gutso, I think it was a kind of thing. And we saw Casemiro last season as well. So I can't be completely like, oh, that was. I can see why the red card was given today, but the offside is just you're saying that. Wait, so you're saying that the guy in VAR, because people blame the on-field, it's not the on-field's referee, the guy in VAR, because obviously not what happened on field, the normal protocol happened, where like usually when a goal goes in, then the linesman raises his flag. That's how it's supposed to be. So what happened on field up until that was fine, and then on our screen it was like checking for offside goal. So all of that up to that point was fine. There were no issues there. So when it went to the VAR thing, they're like the way I read the statement was like it was almost so easy that it was a goal that he just said check complete. But it's like, but he assumed that so it's almost like he assumed that the on-field people got the decision correct, i.e. it was a goal. But then I'm like, but then what I don't understand is like,
but then look at the scoreline.
Well, not even that, but like it wouldn't be referred to you though. That's why I don't understand. Like it's like because not every goal is referred to, is referred to VAR. You know what I mean? Like so if it's we're seeing it on the screen checking for goals, so it's referred. So the fact that it's being referred to VAR means that implies there's some issue with the goal itself.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, but at the end of the day, like I said, like what is going to change? Because, like I said, fundamentally, football fans are tribal. So, in an ideal world, football fans come together and there is some element of accountability, whether that's to get mic'd up, whether you change things like, for example, you give managers, captains an appeal, where you can get them to sort of review the decision, etc. Something, I don't know. Those are some suggestions, but, it's not going to change because, unfortunately, football culture is tribal. And referees
I think people are saying every goal is checked by VAR.
Yeah, no.
Every goal is checked. Yeah.
But the thing is that every goal is checked by VAR, but in this particular instance, it was coming up on the screen Like every goal is checked by VAR, but in this instance, it was coming up on the screen as checking for possible offside. So not every goal has a checking for possible foul, checking for possible something, whatever. I get every goal checked by VAR, but the fact that it was on the screen saying checking for possible offside would imply to me as the person watching football that it's been referred to the VAR people to have a look at. If I'm making sense, I don't know.
Okay, let me bring in some Dubinsky's, man. Shout to your boy Nigel Cardoso, who says, "Guys, all sports are rigged. Learn numerology. Energy harvesting by evil people, no escape." No. See, this isn't rigging. This is incompetency. You see, La Liga, that's rigging and that's payments. This is just you're being trash. You see, for me, I can understand. See, with something like Calciopoli and this Rubiales, cool, that makes sense. You got paid and you rigged the game. But what you can't accept is when you're incompetent, especially when there's tech. You see, pre-VAR, hey, it is what it is, human error. So you could always fall back on human error. It is what it is. You get some, you lose some. In this era, there is no you get some, you lose some. In this era, no, you know if that ball crossed the line, and you know if it's offside. So there should never ever be a case in today's era where you don't get a goal if it's crossed the line or if you're onside or offside, because the technology is there and you have all the time in the world to check it to make sure that it's right. And there are enough cameras and enough people to make sure you get this stuff right. So this right here isn't about rigging. It's about these guys are just trash. These guys are just trash. So shout out to Zuateng TV, man. Thank you for the Dubinsky, man. Honestly, and I think this is the point that RDS is alluding to, because Zuateng is a United fan. Honestly, this is bigger than our rivalry versus Liverpool. Which team will get screwed next? There we go. These decisions aren't right. The fan base should unite like we did for the Super League and fight these refs. And I think that's the key thing. So all that energy you had against the Super League, you should have it for here. But artists is right here. People are so tribal. Only when it happens to them will they now go crazy. What would be great? As a Tottenham fan, be happy you got the 3 points because this is a cutthroat world. But at the same time, 8 Tottenham fans were like, bro, that's really ridiculous. What happened is wrong. Then that's what will be powerful. How this continues is by Tottenham fans saying, hey, we win some, you lose some, we're happy, and they keep going. Because if Tottenham fans don't say anything and just take the win and say nothing about this, then this crap will just keep on going. See,
unlike that malnourished clown expressions. It is what it is.
Wow. But look, that's just the he's playing the content game. He's playing the content game.
Expressions is a happy man now.
Yeah. I don't know, but you see, but that's what it's like. But that's the point you're making. It won't change because there are a lot of I don't know how many guys keep it. How many Tottenham fans have said, "Bro, that was crazy. What happened?" I don't know. I really don't know how many Tottenham fans have said, "Well, that's crazy. What happened?" So Tottenham TV again. The Premier League has the best players, managers. Why not refs? Again, it's what Howard Webb said. It's guys, I told you, it's simple. People say, what's it? Arrogance. Arrogance. That is your answer. You are shown semi-automated offside, which works supremely well in the UCL, and the guy rejected it. All you can say is, oh, you're arrogant. It's as simple as that. So you're just, if you think you're better than technology, you're mad. Like, think about this. A robot cannot referee the stuff happening within the game. This is a foul, this is not a foul, and everything, because that requires human intuition. Something like offside and did the ball cross the line? That is what you give to a robot. Because a robot can be pinpoint and know exactly whether it's right or wrong. Why leave that? Why leave that to a human? So it's I mean, the arrogance is ridiculous, bro. And shout out to Zeno. The PGMOL also rejected the semi-automated offside system that UEFA uses. These clowns are giving more cards for dissent, yet the decisions have gotten more egregious, disgraceful. So you're trash as a referee, but I can't get angry. So you're giving bad decisions. You're being a brick ref, And I now get booked if I now say, yo, what the hell are you doing? So
Sorry.
I can't even face up to you.
Sorry, Hedge, I remember the Arsenal one now. Sorry, it was against Brentford. 'Cause I remember they're fuming. It was 1-1, and I remember it was similar. It's just that what they did is they used the wrong player, so they flagged offside, which I think it was Martinelli. I think was through on goal. No, it was Brentford's equalizing goal. So what they did is they checked it, and they used the wrong Arsenal player to confirm that the goal stood.
Yeah. Look, stuff is bad. What's your shot now? This is bro. Here's my thing though.
Yeah, I mean,
leaving put that kid money. Look, guys. Here's the thing though. If you're going to use the money for something, you might as well use it to give yourself the advantage, guys. And that's why I don't believe the explanation. Conspiracy theory. What if Levy paid the VAR guys based off that kid money to give them the edge, and this is the edge that they've been given?
Spurs have had some good decisions this season.
They've had some good decisions, man. That's good.
So...
Okay. So I'll pick up your dub when we get to Inter Milan. So Ram, real quick before we go to the Jude Bellingham topic. So real quick, your thoughts on the whole Liverpool situation, and then we'll move talk about Jude Bellingham.
Have hope. I want to apologize to you, Have hope, because I called you about 09 Barcelona. Now I know what it feels like.
Ram, stop it. That was a UCL semi, bro. Come on, bro. You cannot compare a second leg UCL semi to like week 6 in the Premier League, man.
Every week counts, Have hope, man. Every week counts.
Yes.
And you know what? I've got a question. I'm going to put this question out to the people in the panel, the people in the chat, the streets. Have hope yourself. Why isn't there not enough media coverage on this? Do you think there will be media coverage on this? Because this has been happening for time.
No, there won't be.
No, because remember the old narrative the media used to play. VAR so slow. It's stopping the game. It's ruining the game. Now, all of a sudden, these VAR officials are starting to make these quick decisions, and they're the wrong decisions. They don't do the job properly. So what is it going to be now? Like, what do we do? Like, it's an absolute disgrace. It's a disgrace. Big up my boy Didier Drogba. It is a disgrace. The fact that we say we are the best league in the entire world, the fact that we make so much money, and yet we don't want to bring forth semi-automated offside. We don't want to put more money into cameras across the entire stadium. Like, what are we doing here, man? Like, what is the point? And then these referees are earning, guarantee you, 6-figure salaries. That is every year. It's ridiculous. And they don't get any accountability at all. It's also ridiculous as well. It is maddening. And people need to be called out for it. I guarantee you, if someone in Spain, Italy, Germany made a mess of what happened today, they get called out for it, and they probably don't get to officiate the next 4 to 5 games, and they get on to like a training course or something. But no, in England, we're like, no, it's fine. It's a mistake. They won't do it again. How many times are we going to let stupid refereeing decisions and incompetency ruin our game?
No, you're right. But my thing though is nothing is going to change unless all fans unite. And the point that Artis made, which is a great point, is if Tottenham fans come out and say, bro, I know we won, but that is actually ridiculous, nothing is going to change. So if the opposing team who gets the benefits of these calls say nothing like, hey, it is what it, you win some, you lose some, this will be forgotten about. Because there's not going to be a bad call next week or the next few weeks, but there's going to be a bad call like 4 or 5 in 5 weeks' time. So this will be forgotten. Because the key thing here is it's the arrogance of the league. Because it's the Premier League, everyone watches it. If we're the number 1 league, why should we copy anyone else? If we're the most watched league, we make the most money, everybody wants to come here, why are we copying anyone else? So we should do things our way. And it's that arrogance that's going to lead to these kinds of things, because they feel like if the EPL is number 1, the number one shouldn't have to copy anyone else. Why is number one copying number two or number three? No, we're number one. We should do it our way.
Can I add something on top, Hafo? You know what? The only decision that I would probably agree on is the Curtis Jones red card, because we cry for consistency. And in my personal opinion, I don't think it's a red. I think this whole thing of because they went over the ball, it's a red card challenge. I don't agree with it, because if anyone that's played ball, it happens all the time. I guarantee you.
We know that, but the thing is, you won't say that with. That's the point is like that similar thing has happened with other clubs.
Yeah, it's
the thing is that
I've said this about Malo Gusto. I said the same thing about Gusto. It's an unlucky challenge, and it shouldn't be punishable.
We had the same against Casemiro last season. There was got the same red card. I didn't see any rival fans say, "Oh, it was harsh." Oh, it was. They were like,
I don't know how many.
I did.
Bro, no,
the Gusto thing was stupid.
When red card, how many people said that?
I tried to keep consistent as much as possible. The Casemiro one I didn't know, but the Malo Gusto one I knew about, and I was like, nah, that's not a red card. I watched the replay; it was a harsh decision. These challenges happen on the pitch every league in the entire like hierarchy, whether it be grassroots football, League One, Championship, Premier League. Those stuff happens, and to give that as a red card, in my opinion, I think that's wrong. But I can't disagree with it. It's consistency. But I think it's consistently wrong. Am I allowed to have that opinion? I think I am.
Literally said what I said earlier.
All right, so guys, let's move. So I'm gonna come to you, AK, with this one. So let me just hit this right now. So shout out to your boy Jude Bellingham. So Jude Bellingham has been target of Barca fans who say he's overrated, he's a bum, and he has no tech. So they said Jude tapping him. And I said to myself that he's 20 years old. These are like his first 4, 5, 6, 7. He's literally just starting out at Real Madrid, going from Dortmund, the Bundesliga, to Real Madrid. He's had one game in which he wasn't that great and wasn't really effective, which was Atletico Madrid, one of the most experienced defensive teams out there. But when you look at what this kid has done, forget who he's going to get, because we all know what the narrative was before he got it. When we look at what this kid has done, it's bloody impressive. Because the new thing now is, remember, this is the same Girona who you guys were saying could be in a title, in a three-way race with the Barca and Real Madrid, because Girona have been doing bloody well. But this is a 20-year-old who yet again has another goal, yet another assist. he's putting Eden Hazard's Real Madrid career to crazy shame. And we also that assist that he gave to Josulu, a Travella assist. So my thing here is, we can't just be like, it's Girona and everything. Bro, we're not calling him Zidane. We're not calling him the next Messi or the next Cristiano. But what we have to do is, he's 20. This is his first few games. We all thought he would fail. And what he's been doing on a consistent basis in terms of being effective and helping Real Madrid win is bloody amazing. He has been pivotal and crucial in all of the wins that Real Madrid have had this season. So I cannot, if you're being objective, and that's the thing, it is about giving him his right praise, not overpraising him, but not underpraising him. Because that's the issue here. People are not willing just to give him his right amount of praise. We're not calling him that, oh my God, this guy's the best player in the world. He's the next big thing. He's an all-time talent that's good enough to change the whole world. We're not saying that. But what we're saying is, my Lord in heaven, for a guy this young to have this kind of an impact on a transitioning Real Madrid team is bloody amazing. So, AK, talk to me. Your thoughts on Jude Bellingham and also the critics towards him.
Before I talk on Jude, can you please zoom into my AVI?
Okay, sure. I'm the AVI guy. Okay, all right. I'm not even going to. All right.
What?
I don't know.
Just please, what?
Okay.
Just keep going. Just keep talking.
It's PG, right?
So I think fans have been very harsh on Bellingham. I think there's only been one game where I can say he hasn't been that great, and even I was against Atleti, where all of the whole Madrid squad wasn't that great. Let's be honest. Madrid, none of the Madrid players really did anything in that game, and so you can't just expect Jude to be that guy every game. So, I mean, today that first pass was incredible. He doesn't know where Jose Lu is. He doesn't know where the toilet is, and he's able to pass it. He's able to pass it around the Girona defender straight to him, not knowing where he is. That's a pass that only some of the best midfielders in the world can do, and he executed that pass to perfection. And then the third goal was a bit scrappy, but even then, he helped to start that move
Wait,
alongside.
wait, hold on. Okay, first of all, AK, could you please change your AVI? Can you just, because I can't be doing that while I'm hosting the show. I say, okay, why did Kubo do a Cardi B celebration?
I think there was a female professional that did the same celebration about a year ago, so maybe the same celebration as her.
Yeah,
but why though? Like, there's always a reason why.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, it was a good goal, to be fair.
Yeah.
No. I don't care how good, like I don't need to. No, wait, no. That's wild, bro. That's okay.
No, wait, you did the same thing last Saturday.
When he has the same goals as Chelsea.
Yeah, you did the same thing last Saturday.
Yeah, you did the same thing.
Keep talking, Jude. No. Okay. Are the critics towards Jude fair? Oh,
no.
you
they're not fair at all.
Atleti.
They're not fair at all, HH. I mean, most of the critics say that he scores tap-ins, which number one, he doesn't. He actually, gets involved in the game, has a good final ball, can dribble, he can do all these things. He doesn't just score tap-ins. The next criticism, he doesn't show up in big games. Well, what was this game? Girona were number one in the league before this game started, and he helped them to a victory. So, this was a big game. You can't just say big games based on the opponent. You have to look at the scenario that your team is in and the opponent's in. This was a big game, and he showed up. So, for me, the criticism is incredibly harsh. I mean, I said it before. We haven't seen a youngster adapt to Madrid at the speed that this guy has adapted to Madrid.
Never.
He's come in and immediately, started playing.
No, but because it took Vini like a year or two before he really started going.
I think overall for Madrid, I was more impressed with the defense rather than the offense today. I think Tchouaméni looks very good. Camavinga, he started the season poorly, but the last couple of games he looks very good. So I think Madrid, they can't play Modric and Kroos together because they have to play these guys and possibly one of Kroos or Modric, and they look much better defensively. So that's what I have to say on Madrid.
Mikey, talk to me. Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, first off, I don't know what AK is talking about because still Real Madrid are defensively shockingly bad. They gave up 2 glorious chances in the first 5 minutes of the game to Girona. Shout out to Girona. They played actually quite decently game, and they could have easily, I think, drawn. They could have made this 3-3 or even 3-2 win for Real Madrid. And Girona are actually quite a decent team. They might actually beat Chelsea, which is not that hard to do nowadays.
Oh, really?
But for Jude, see, LC, Larry, and all these guys that were hating on this dude last weekend. Okay, look, he didn't show up against Atletico. Fair enough. It's his first Madrid derby. No, exactly. That it was the Madrid derby. It's his first one. He didn't show up. But this kid is ridiculous, in my opinion. Do I think he's more talented than Pedri and Musiala? No. I think those guys will be better over the long run. But Jude Bellingham is showing a different element to his game that I didn't think he had. I've never seen him do a Trivela pass. Never. I never saw that at Dortmund. He was just more box to box, driving with the ball, another midfielder in the box, getting the goals. I didn't know he had this in his game. And then the volley as well was clean. And then I really like Jude Bellingham. I think we know he's not going to be future captain of England because of other circumstances that we don't need to go into. But I think he's really just sort of a midfielder that can take over a game.
Yes.
With his ability on the ball, off the ball. He just has a lot of elements to his game that's very good. And, today he gets a goal and assist in a big game, but I'm waiting for October 28th
Yes.
October 28th. If he dunks on Barcelona, oh boy.
Wait, hold up. Don't they play Napoli?
Oh, I mean, they do play Napoli. I mean, okay, Napoli have won their last 2 games and they're looking a little bit better, but
see, because Mike, I just need consistency. Because I thought that Girona, this constitutes a big game based on how well Girona are playing. Now people are saying, "Oh, it's only Girona; they're not very good." I'm like, but they're playing well this season.
Nah,
you can't just say,
"Oh, people just." Go ahead. Sorry.
No. Sorry. You go ahead. Sorry. Go.
No, I was going to say that, a lot of people, maybe they don't watch La Liga. I mean, Girona have been excellent so far this season, and they did cause trouble to Real Madrid today. It's just that when you have a 35, 36, 37-year-old Daley Blind, and Jude Bellingham outpaced him, and he was 20 yards behind Daley Blind in one situation, that's going to affect Girona. But I know, okay, he's got to show up against Napoli. And then I'm waiting for October 28th. If he scores or gets an assist and has a great game against Barcelona, then people are going to be like, hey, you know what? Even Barca fans are going to say, you know what? Hey, this guy's a hell of a player. And then maybe LC and these guys will start showing him more respect because, okay, at Dortmund, it's the Dortmund sort of culture where they bottled it and he didn't show up in the last 2 games because he was injured. Now you're at Real Madrid. The pressure is on every single game to perform. And I think he's really grasping the sort of attention and the pressure that comes with playing Real Madrid. And the sky's the limit for this player. I mean,
and also because honestly, I don't know whether you know. See, you can tell how powerful social media is and everything, because I think he did like the whole ESI celebration.
Yeah.
Because he obviously saw what everybody was saying on social media. Because look, the guy is 20. He grew up with social media, so he knew what everybody was saying after the Athletic game. He's overrated. He's not that good. Wasting everything. So he's very cognizant of like, oh, this is what I need to do. But it's true. You're right though, because Barcelona will be a different game. Because Athletic is a particular kind of game, and Carlo did him no favors by the stupid lineup that Carlo put against that team. And they got tactics. See, when you're tactically outclassed, there's very little you can do as a player, especially a young player. But against Barca, a different kind of a game where you're probably going to have a bit more space is going to be very key what he does in that game. So it's going to be very important if he's fit, how he affects that game. But look, I mean, it's like, bro, he's 20. Dude, he's 20. You know? Yeah. What's it called? Artist, what are you saying about your boy Jude?
Well, first of all, I'm not sure why we're not talking about the other GOAT prodigy who had a disaster class against foot and mouth. I don't know why.
Can I respond?
It's just
what's the scoreline? What was the scoreline against
the worst teams in the?
Wait, PSG Delta. No. Artists.
You knew I was here.
PSG, are we here for the Uber Eats or are we here for the UCL?
No. It's funny
they're the worst team in Uber Eats.
They're the worst team in Uber Eats.
Okay, we're here for the guys. I keep talking about PSG. Based on how good they are, this is why Neymar, you messed up. This is why Thiago Silva, we can never respect of how good you are. If you play for PSG, nothing you do in Uber Eats matters. All that matters is what you do in the UCL based on how overpowered your team is in that league. I'm sorry.
So you're saying PSG are going to win the UCL then?
I'm saying, can you please speak on Jude
Bellingham? Do you know who can go into first place tomorrow in Liga?
Who? You tell me.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
You're lying. You're lying.
Hey, I'll bring up the table. I'll bring up the table.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
I'm not going to live in a world where Brest basically are legally.
And not just that. We're also living in a world. We're also living in a world where a team that won 7 league titles in a row. Scroll down for me.
Mike, he scrolls
all the way down. All the way down.
Oh,
he's in. No, Lyon.
No way. No, you're lying.
Wow. Okay.
Lyon are
is actually the second worst team.
Yeah, so basically, we have Ajax. Now we have Lyon. What the hell is happening? No, basically,
Ajax's game got delayed.
No. Basically, you have Chelsea, Lyon. You have these heavyweights of football. What's happening? What's happening to the heavyweights of football?
I wouldn't call Chelsea a heavyweight.
Yeah, no. I would. But shout out to cleavage, man. God damn.
I mean, we can't have Brest winning.
All right, that's crazy.
That's crazy. So talk to me about Jude, man. Why they hate from Barca fans, man?
Like, Sorry, just the thought of Mbappe, like on his legacy wouldn't look good. Anyway,
hey, hold on, he's a 19-year-old World Cup winner.
Exactly.
All he needs is one UCL. All he needs is one UCL. Which
I know, yeah, but I mean,
5 losses in 9 games. RDS. 5 losses in 9 games.
Wait, sorry, is this PS? Let's not give a talk about what your club did.
Okay, look, Jude, talk me about Jude.
Yeah.
Nelson, just relax.
Just appearing randomly. So yeah, Jude, man. Like at the end of the day, like I said, I think people were very quick to hate on that guy. I mean, it's difficult because like what. It's like I think I said that the last time when we talked about Jude, I was like, I always talked about nuance. I was like, I don't think when we're talking about world-class players, it's about what you achieve trophy-wise, but also what you're going to do on the big occasions. That's when you get into the echelons of being called a world-class player. But at the same time, like he's not like a crap player either. And I think the problem with Jude Bellingham is that like clearly the agenda is some, but you've got the vocal Real Madrid fans, maybe the diehard ones who are like, this guy's like the best player that we signed since sliced bread, because quite frankly, they thought that they were going to get that player in Eden Hazard, and he preferred
mental issues.
He preferred paella and baguettes to football. It is what it is, So, they've been almost started that. So it's like, okay, Bellingham is like the best person, and whereas Barca fans like this guy, can't even lace Gavi's boots, type of thing, So there is something to be found in between, and I think, as Mike said, like I think, the game sort of prove himself. If we're going to go towards the WC World Class here, is like what he does against Barcelona. If he dunks in Barcelona, we can start having that conversation. But until then, or until at least, so he achieves major silverware with Real Madrid, I think people need to temper their expectations.
Nomad, talk to me, bro. Jude.
Ballon d'Or, Michael Owen's career at Real Madrid.
Wait. So sorry. Say again. I think we lost your connection. Say it again. Go again.
Yeah, I was asking a question. Has Jude already overtaken Ballon d'Or Michael Owen's career at Real Madrid in 7 games?
But he didn't win the Ballon d'Or at Real Madrid. Come on, Nomad.
No. I'm asking, he already has a better career at Real Madrid than Michael Owen.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
You mean as in just looking at his career in Madrid, not including what he did at Liverpool?
No, just at Madrid.
Yeah,
of course. He's already surpassed Hazard, and he surpassed Hazard. He surpassed Kaka. He surpassed a lot of guys.
What about Diaz?
Yes, I think taking his age into account, and also he doesn't have the experience of playing at world-class clubs. He doesn't. So this is a new environment for him. This is a higher standard for him, and he's been able to operate in a role and in a position in which he's not accustomed to. So everything's new for him, and he's still dominating. Unlike his other competitors of his age and his rivals, who are playing in the preferred position, in the preferred roles, the preferred tactics for the last couple of years at least. Everything's new for him, and so that's also a bit of a flex. We have to give him credit for that. And on the match, I'd like to say most things that came from Real Madrid attacking wise was due to their defensive solidity, especially provided by Nacho and Camavinga on the left side, because the first few minutes of the game Real Madrid were a little bit unsure of that partnership, and then we grew into the game. So yeah, Jude is doing his thing, and exactly. Jude is doing his thing, and let's see what he does in the UCL against Napoli. It's not just Barcelona, people think that as long as he performs against Barcelona, he's world class. No, there's the UCL, there's Napoli, there's getting out of the group stages.
Barca fans, they're out to get him. So that's Barca game is important. That game is important.
No one cares about Catalans who are addicted to the Europa League. No one cares.
I needed Nomad yesterday. I needed Nomad in the Hangout yesterday.
Yeah, be happy with the Europa League knockouts.
These are your title rivals. They're your title rivals, and they're your fierce rivals. Those games
No,
matter.
they are not a fierce rival. No, they are domestic title rivals. They are domestic title rivals, nothing more.
Wow.
And we are still top of the table. And as long as we keep performing as a team, doesn't matter if whatever number Jude gets in terms of goals and assists. If we win the league, we win the league. It's not this whole. Why isn't this pressure on Pedri?
Because Pedri did
he's
cost
comfortable.
near 100 mil.
Yeah, but he's comfortable, right? He's comfortable in his position. He's comfortable in his role. He's playing in his preferred position, in his preferred tactics, by his preferred coach. Why isn't the pressure on him? I mean, it's just the price tag. Is that it? I mean, it's illogical, and also,
no, wait,
yeah, and also this thing.
You can't, you can't be that naive. You can't be that naive.
No, I'm not being.
If somebody costs that amount of money and he's presented as a marquee signing, there's expectation. So you can't have the same expectation for Pedri as Jude Bellingham. You can't.
But Jude was not bought as a finished product, right? He was bought for the money was paid for the potential. The money was paid for the 10, 12, 15 years that he could provide for Real Madrid.
That's not how the football world views it. The football world views it as this is a guy for this amount of money. The way that he's been presented,
statistics, and facts. Not by. No. The football world and the football narrative cannot work on the basis of a handful of vocal rival fans creating a furor on Twitter. The handful of Barcelona fans cannot dictate the entirety of the conversation around La Liga, Barcelona, Real Madrid, and everything. No one gives a flying fuck what they care about anything. Okay, so Real Madrid knows what they are doing. Hopefully, Ancelotti does not repeat the mistakes of playing everyone out of their position, and we keep moving on. Let's just ignore these, vocal minority of these fans who are not happy with their own financial positions and their own, dare I say, legal position. I mean, I missed the last hangout, man. I really missed the last hangout. I mean, Mohammed tried to hold it down. I'll give him like a 6.5 out of 10. Mohammed tried to hold it down. But if I was there, I would have absolutely disintegrated the panel on a subatomic level. I miss it so much. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, bro. Sorry, HH. Let me ask you a question.
Go.
Yeah, big up to everybody, man. Big up to you, HH.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, what's up, Gulen?
Thank you, bro. Thank you, Nomad. I wanted to ask you a question. You guys, to be able to win the La Liga and to win the Champions League, you need a forward. Do you think Joselu being there as a shadow striker, because the reason why I say a shadow striker is the fact that when it comes to playing any team under the 6th position, he will always show up. But anything above that, it feels like Benzema's position is like non-existent in a way, with all due respect, Nomad. So if Jude Bellingham is taking this mantle and trying to score goals for Real Madrid, knowing that even when he was playing for Dortmund, people used to hate him because the guy always wanted to do well. But let's be completely honest, bro. As a midfielder, as a guy who's got the most goals in La Liga for Real Madrid, talking about as a team, right? Do you think him scoring these goals and Joselu being non-existent is going to make you win the league and win the Champions League?
So I'm going to need a minute for this one. HS, can you give me some time, please? Yep. See, this season was always a write-off. It was always about the summer of 24. But getting a new coach, seeing what happens with Mbappe, seeing what happens with Osimhen, seeing what happens with Davies, letting, Lucas Vasquez, Nacho, Cruz, Modric, Joselu, all of these players go, that was always the plan. So this season was always, that's why Don Perez decided to keep Ancelotti, because he would be okay with what you could give him the Castilla team, the under 21 team, and he'll be like, I'll see what I can do with it. He won't complain. That's why Ancelotti is still here, and that's why I think he's surely going in the summer, and we're getting someone else. So that was always the plan. Now, in that context, right? Do whatever you want in the Madrid derbies, home and away, win, draw, or lose. I said this to HH also. Do what you want in the Madrid derbies, do what you want in the El Clasicos, win, draw, or lose. But if in all other games you are able to eke out, 1-0s and 2-1s and 2-0s, like Barcelona did last season, or even Zizou did, the second time before he left, we can. I want Real Madrid to, first of all, the number one priority is to get out of the group in the UCL. The second priority is to just keep grinding out results, no matter how you do it in the league. And Joselu can actually give you goals against a Granada, an Elche, an Eibar. Joselu has done that consistently.
Lugo, Ibiza, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we need that because we've never had that, and that's all I want. I want us to get out of the group in the UCL
Matt,
to
wait,
grind
I'm
the
sorry,
La Liga, and that's all I want for this season. And next season, when we get a new coach, when we get the signings that we really want, then we can go all out in all competitions. But this season, for me, not for Real Madrid, maybe, because we have high standards, but for me as a fan, this season was always wishy-washy. This season, because look at the squad. The very fact that Bellingham has to keep the squad alive by overperforming itself is an indictment on the fall of the level and quality.
Can I ask a question?
Okay, sorry, Mike, go for it, Mike.
So, Nomad, yes or no, are you winning the league this year?
I mean, how can you release? I would say 70%. Yes no. I think we can. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yes. So that's 70%. Yes. Yeah.
So you're saying it's a write-off, and then you can win. You're saying you can win the league. Gotcha.
Yeah. If we do what we can. If we do what we can. I mean, nothing is sure. You cannot be sure about anything.
Can Real Madrid really ever say a season is a write-off? You can't. As Real, you can't say a season is a write-off.
For Real Madrid, it's not that. For Real Madrid, it's not that. For Real Madrid, it's not that. For me as a fan.
But I'm even saying for you as a fan, this team is good enough to win the league. Are you saying that this team or this squad is not as talented as Barcelona's squad? So you said basically, you're pretty much admitting that Barcelona have a more talented squad for the league than Real Madrid. Is that what you're saying?
They do have quite a few injuries though, like the injuries.
Real.
They've got into the back line, some of that are costing them. So
they're literally down now to one center back because Nacho got a red.
They've got a lot of injuries at the back.
Okay.
So injury crisis.
Yes. Okay. Look. If you bring in the injury tag, because you have what's it called, Militao, Vini only just came back from injury.
Courtois the main one.
Alaba as well. Alaba.
How can you be favourites to win a league with Kepa in goal, man? Come on, let's.
You see, okay. Look, I think if you take the injuries into account, it's still Real Madrid though.
Win the league by 1 point.
There's still injuries, but for Real Madrid, you can, unless literally you're down to the bare bones, it's fine. But even if it is, you still have to be like, nah, gotta still find a way.
Exactly.
But it's true. I think the pressure right now, or the expectation is Barcelona right now, you should not be. If you look at how the squads are looking right now, bringing in the injuries, Barcelona, you have to be the front runners to win this league. You have to.
Exactly. Where's the pressure on Barcelona? Where's the social media pressure on Barcelona?
No, Matt. There is pressure on Barcelona after the signings they made. There is pressure on them, but they also have injuries in the midfield with Pedri and Frankie de Jong. Nobody is saying, "Oh yeah, poor old Barca, we're not going to put any pressure." Of course, we're always pressing on Ricardo and KC and these guys. You guys have to win the league.
De Jong is out.
Yeah, they're missing. So this is why 28th of October, it's going to be interesting. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah,
Mike,
that game against Barca means something. They're your title rivals. They're your local fierce rivals. And that games means something for Real Madrid and for Jude Bellingham. You can't deny that. No matter.
But just win the league by 1 point. I don't care if you.
No.
1 point. 1 point. That's all.
Even if you lose to Barca in the derby, but you win the league, cool. But don't have a situation where you lose to Barca, you get cooked by Barca, and you lose the league. Don't have that situation because then that's an L.
I mean, Barca could
that's an
points depending on how certain.
But think about this, right? When was the last time that Real Madrid won without an out-and-out striker that scores minimum 25 to 24 goals?
But it's good that you can't do that because I would say tomorrow is a new day. this is the situation you have now. And that means Vini, you've got to step up. Rodrigo, you've got to step up. Valverde, you've got to step up. Because Joselu isn't giving you 22 to defend. That's not happening. He's giving you max 15 or 16. Vini, I need 12, 13. Rodrigo, I need 10, 11. Valverde, 7, 8. Jude, give me, even Jude, shouldn't be, but Jude, give me 10. So if you spread the love around, then we're good. You see, you have to pretty much reshape your team as to what you have. Cristiano ain't going to give you 40 Gs anymore. Benzema ain't going to give you that 20. So you just have to just say, okay, this Jose is what we have. We can't rely upon him to score. So hence why it is very worrying, Rodrigo, because for Rodrigo, you have to step up. You have to step up.
That's why the January transfer window is very pivotal for these guys. Seriously, man.
But what can they do?
No, we're not bringing anyone in. We're not bringing anyone in.
Yeah,
I
don't know what you can do in January because
we need a new manager to bring new signings in. Only a new manager is going to bring new signings in. Ancelotti is not getting any more signings. He's going in the summer. He's not getting anything.
Aren't you guys getting Javi Alonso from Bayer Leverkusen?
No, that's end of the
season. Hopefully, next season. Hopefully, let's see.
No, Mike. Xabi Alonso is the next guy to be supposed to be taking over Liverpool. So look out.
No, he's going Real Madrid.
No, he's not going Liverpool.
Wait, hold on. But guys, why do we think we're so sure that he's just going to leave Bayer Leverkusen?
Yeah, imagine he wins the Bundesliga.
No, come on.
I'm just asking.
Elijah, come on. No, Elijah, don't. I'm saying don't ask. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying don't ask. Because
so no decorum, no decorum, no decorum. Is that what we're doing?
By the way, we gotta have a discussion.
If Real ask him, if Real say, do you know we are offering you the role to be the manager of Real Madrid? Of course, he's leaving Bayer Leverkusen with all due disrespect.
100%. He's a legend at Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Of course.
He's a legend at Liverpool as well.
There's no
exactly.
But
I'd rather he take the Madrid job.
I mean, to be fair, Mourinho did say he would be a great manager one day.
Yeah.
So
let me keep this to business. So shout out to Jesri. Reminder, H said Jude won't succeed, won't forget. Look, I hold my hands up. And here's the thing. There's several other people that need to hold their hands up as well. Because I said that this is too early a move. Because talented dude, but maybe Liverpool would be a smarter move. So I thought Liverpool would be a smarter move to build yourself up. But as I said, I didn't think he'll skip. I said, you know what? I give you credit for betting on yourself. And wow, I'm happy that I said you prove me wrong. Bro, I don't think you're built for Real Madrid. And this is sink or swim. It is too high a level, it's too high a platform. And you're not given that much time to really develop, which Liverpool would give you. But bro, I'm shocked. I'm shocked by what he did. And it's let's just think. Imagine if he went to Liverpool.
Yes.
Which was close.
And imagine HH was playing Gakpo's position. How many goals would he score?
See, my thing that, bro, if Liverpool had somehow got him, bro, then we have a title race. Then we have a real title.
I mean,
if Jude Bellingham in that team.
We still need a six. That's just me.
No, bro, but wait, bro. What's Endo though?
A bench
Honestly,
player?
I don't know. Bench player?
Wow.
Rotation?
Yeah, Endo does well against Leicester.
Respect
he does well against Championship.
But respect Endo, yes. Respect Endo, yes. But
come on, respect Endo.
So Salah, Real Madrid saved football by not allowing Pep to have Jude. Wait, but Jude to City was never a thing, bro. For me, it was never. I think because he's good friends with Henderson and the whole English thing, Liverpool was close. It was either Liverpool or Real. City were not in the mix. It was Liverpool or Real, and he chose Real. You know, hey guys. Now, obviously, it may be a bit early for you guys, but if you are on the 1st of October, happy Independence Day to Nigeria, man. Nigerians.
Happy Independence Day,
Happy Independence Day, man. Happy Independence Day, man. Happy Independence. Happy Independence.
I'm 1% African. Happy Independence.
No, you're not, Delta. No, not. So,
HH, I got your present, though. HH, I got your present. Happy early birthday, my brother.
So artists, what are you doing to celebrate your countries?
Let's not go to the politics, man. Like, what do you want me to celebrate? Like, we've got a fraud.
No.
I do the same.
You're not reading down on this parade. Okay, shout out to AR. Hey RDS, if you lose or draw to Brentford, you risk joining HH in the bottom half of the league. How bad was Ole? No, AR, we're going to come back to this. Dog.
We need to talk on that. That needs to be spoken
We are
about.
going to United. No,
this needs to be mentioned.
Are they say nothing?
We'll
come back to that.
We'll come back to that.
We'll come back to that. Because trust me, if a certain team gets a dub on Monday, I'll just say,
still behind.
All right. Okay, look. okay.
If you don't, it's worse.
So, guys, I want to talk about AFC. So, guys, now I want to come to good with this, guys. I want to say something that's could be covered. And Mike, don't take this the wrong way. Please, Mike, don't take this the wrong way. I mean this with all the love in my heart, and I mean this in the nicest way possible. I feel, with all due respect, that Erling Haaland is one of the biggest disgraces and insults to football ever. So, my thing is this. We have a dude who is seen as the face of football, Mbappe's rival, and on the front cover of EA FC 24 that I hear is worse than FIFA 23, but we won't even go there. And this dude...
It's terrible, I can't lie.
I know, I've seen it. Bro, I saw a comparison, and bro, eFootball 2024, it's actually
eFootball has been better since like 2021.
Yeah. So my thing is this. So shout out to those bricks at EA, bring out another brick game. So my thing is, a guy who is the face of football and the front cover of AFC 24, this guy averages 3 or 4 touches a game. And watching this Wolves game, I'm like, wait, has Haaland touched the ball? Where is Haaland? I'm seeing Alvarez. Alvarez has touched the ball. He's coming out. I'm like, bro, I'm not seeing Haaland do anything. He's obviously in the box. Wolves obviously being defensive. They're obviously like so suppressing him. We're not offering any passing channels. And I'm like, bro, I'm sorry. A young kid cannot look at Haaland as inspiration. And I feel that it is problematic for football if a young kid growing up, when we've had guys like Dino, guys like Messi, guys like Hazard, guys like Okocha, ballers who really promoted the beauty of the game, to go from a Messi, a Neymar, a Hazard to a Haaland, that's disgraceful. That's unacceptable. And I'm so, because it is just limited to me to say, wait, guys, what are we doing here? So Gulen, talk to me here. Haaland, we can't promote this, bro. We can't promote a guy who has 4 touches a game, and if he scores, cool. And if he doesn't score, the guy is as good as Casper the Ghost.
Big advantage, but I'm going to be completely honest with you, brother. If you look at the way they are backing this guy, the only person that I should give kudos to is his father.
Oh, wow.
Because if you look at the new modern way of playing football, he is the only guy with the old school mentality. And because of his old school mentality that he got from his father, right? He is who he is right now. We have never seen a striker that doesn't have a first touch.
Yes.
That scores as this much goals, bro. This is mentality, man. And this shows you in a world where everybody are like cookie cutter united. In a way, everybody's like soft and very emotional and very sensitive. I'm sure RDS understands. I'm sure me as a Chelsea fan, I understand. I'm sure Mike understands. Like, in terms of Premier League, this is the only guy that is left, thanks to his father, that has the mentality, which is do or die, HH.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to go to his color, because I know when it comes to him being a Viking, that's like an extra kudos. But I don't want to go there, because we all saw what happened to Osimhen, guys. We all saw what happened to Osimhen. A coconut, brown on the outside, white on the inside. I don't want to go there, but guys,
let's not go there. Let's not go there.
Yeah, HH, but yeah, exactly. But think about this, bro. as footballing fans, all we cared about is mentality. And we lost that mentality since 2017. And this is the only guy.
Because look, I'm with you. So yes, we have to respect him for his mentality, but is mentality enough for a guy to be the face of football without the skill, the technique, the beauty that we saw from a Neymar, a Messi, an R9?
You know what the painful thing is, HH? Even though me and you want players like Mbappe, or hopefully Musiala, if he gets his act right, players like Vinicius Jr. to be the face of football in terms of skill set, in terms of Salini and so on. But because of this guy's mentality, this guy could take over the Ballon d'Or for the next 4 to 5 years, man. This guy leaves the training ground. He goes home. He has dinner and he sleeps. And by 7 a.m., he's on the training pitch again, HH. This guy don't care about partying. This guy don't care about clubbing. This guy don't care about, having fun in the Alps in Switzerland. Like, God rest his soul. But I know the guy is our brother. But like Pogba, he don't give a damn about that, bro. That's the funny thing. Even though he's the face of football, I'm talking about European-wise, and because he's the new European face of football, but his mentality is different, bro. If his mentality was given to Mbappe, there will never be any question about Mbappe being the Ballon d'Or winner for the next 7 to 8 years, minimum, HH. But because of this guy's mentality, this guy don't care about partying. This guy don't. Even if they win, let's say if they win the league, or remember when they won the Champions League, Jack Grealish was drunk from the Champions League to the Super Cup. Like the guy was drinking die. But the funny thing about football is, if you got this kind of striker, he doesn't care about wherever they win. Okay, he's gonna take his medal, but regardless of what happens, he's gonna go home on time, he's gonna sleep on time, and he's gonna wake up on time. And to have this kind of mentality, HH, is second to none.
Okay, so J2, where are you at with Haaland? You know, like as a player and just as a superstar and the profile that he's been given, despite him averaging 3 touches a game.
Yeah, he's not the most fun footballer to watch, but usually he gets the job done. I mean, he's still the top scorer in the Premier League. He's got 8 goals still, and he's been missing for the past few games. Like, I watched the game back today and the highlights. I was like, I don't know where he was the whole game. Like Alvarez, I think he's the free kick that was good. We saw what Alvarez was doing that game, but Haaland just seemed to disappear. Wasn't really with the game. It just went by him. Like, didn't really add anything to the game. He was just a passenger.
Yeah.
Like, if you said Haaland was injured, people would be thinking, oh yeah, he probably was injured because didn't see him in the pitch. Failed my FPL as well, so I was waiting for some points. But to Wolves of all teams as well, like this is the same Wolves team that drew to Luton last weekend.
But they're a bogey. Remember, it's all about matchups. They've always been a bogey team for Man City, and it's about matchups.
Yeah, but this is the same team. Didn't Kevin De Bruyne score like 4 goals against them? Last season. I don't rate Wolves that highly. I mean, they're going to be a relegation contender. Haaland, he can't win him winning the Ballon d'Or doesn't fit. Like when you look at all the previous winners of the Ballon d'Or, you look at your Kakas, your R9s, your Cristiano Ronaldo in these early days, your Messis, etc., etc. He doesn't fit. Well, the modern era, I thought you'd say. Maybe if you go way back in time, you might find someone, but. He's like Inzaghi on steroids. It's Inzaghi on steroids. That's what he is.
J2S, if Rashford had the mentality of Haaland, wouldn't you respect that?
No. Good. We'll get to United because I have a lot to say about Rashford, and it's more than mentality with Rashford, though. So let's pause there when it gets to the United section because Rashford is more than just mentality.
Yeah, but the thing with when you compare Rashford and Haaland, Rashford doesn't have any world-class abilities. Haaland does. His finishing and his Wait, his viewing of the pitch as well to be at the right moment.
Yes.
His positional play,
his off the ball movement is outstanding.
Exactly,
it's outstanding.
That's elite. You can't take that away from him. But
no, it's outstanding.
Him dribbling or creating chances for other players like a striker, that kind of stuff.
No,
that's not his game.
No, it's not his game.
Give him a chance front goal, he'll usually score it. But the past few games, he's been missing a lot of chances. I think against West Ham, he had over like 2 XG. And he scored 1 goal.
It will be pretty crazy if he ends up top scorer with like 30 plus goals. Because if let's say he ends it with like 26 goals, you should add about 10 or 15. Because he's been missing, like he should already be on 12 or 13 goals now. When you look at all the chances that he's missed, he should be on 12 or 13 goals, which just shows just how scary it is what he's been doing.
I think what also might be as well, the league is adapted to him. Like compared to last season, people didn't know what to do with him because he was scoring hat-tricks of fun every single that start season. Then he slowed down a little bit when he got further on the season because you figure them out a little bit.
No,
a little bit here and there, but it depends what kind of team you play. Because
I think
what Wolves did was sit back, don't give him any chance, no room, no nothing.
I think that was a great point that you brought because I'm like, once you have such a crazy season, again, like what does the opposing team do? Like if we play football, you zero in on the opposing team's star player. Bro, Haaland stole he destroyed the league last season. So everything will be like, we need a Haaland plan. And we need to, because see, now there's a massive target on your back because guys are like, bro, this guy destroyed the goal record debut season. So guys are going to now get as much film as possible and fully study every single idiosyncrasy of Haaland to try to stop this. So now, which is what I thought, Jason, that's a great point. Like, have guys maybe figured out how to maybe suppress him? Because the thing is that you can have all the film you want, you can't stop Messi. You can't. There is no answer to Messi. There was no answer to R9. Like there are those players like an R9, a Messi, a Neymar. There is no answer to them. If they have a good game, you are done. Haaland, you can stop.
Yeah, because when you look at these players like your R9s and your Messis, they can create their own goal. They can do that. Haaland can't do that. He has to have the ball played into him, and then he's the finisher. He's on the end of that. That's why I think they're really missing Kevin De Bruyne because him and Haaland last year, great partnership because he just whipping the ball. Haaland knew where to be every single time, but he's missing that creating that team because we're looking at Kovacic for creation and Mateus Nunes. They're not your creators. And then there's Doku. We're not talking about Grealish. That guy, don't know what that guy does. Foden's in and out. He's not consistent.
J2S, think about this, right? Now that Kane is gone, and we know that Son is trying to get used to Angie Martinez's new system. Realistically, who do you think is going to win the Golden Boot this season?
It's still going to be Haaland.
Yeah.
Wait, what is the Golden Boot standings?
It's 8 for Haaland, 6 for Son.
Yeah, it's probably going to be.
And then a bunch of dudes are on like 4 or 5.
I think the problem with Haaland is that what people not talking about is that he misses his guy KDB. He misses his guy KDB. Once KDB comes back, you probably see the monster we saw for the last couple of months, in the Prem. I think he misses KDB because sometimes I know it's tricky. I know he's been missing a couple of chances, but I just think he just misses that partnership they had, KDB and I think that's just a problem with him. Yeah.
Okay, wait, Mike. Haaland, he's your guy who you've always been repping. Do you think guys have figured out Haaland, or it's early days, he'll get back to scoring lots of goals, or do you think there could be something into maybe guys now know his strengths and his weaknesses, or it's too early to say?
You take any opportunity to downplay this guy. It is one game. He is basically
he had like 2 touches.
Okay, I'm going to get to the game. I didn't watch the game, but I just checked the stats and that sort of stuff.
You should have seen the game. You should have seen the game, bro.
It's one game, and this is basically a new Ronaldo for you. You're going to target him any way possible to downplay this guy. Look.
Moi?
Tú, sí. Tú tengo las gafas? Sí. But I think the problem for Haaland is I've never said he's the most aesthetically pleasing footballer. Like the guy, he's just a power runner and he has incredible finishing skills. I just think to myself when I watch him play, I'm like, this guy, yeah, okay, you're not doing step overs and you're not doing rainbow flicks and this sort of stuff, but you get goals. And what wins you games? Goals. So that's why I respect him. And I really like the point that Gula said. He's got that old school mentality that, like, I don't care what you guys say. I'm going to do my thing. I respect that sort of mentality because I feel like a lot of players nowadays, they're just so weak-minded and this sort of stuff. And when the going gets tough, they're just they give up basically.
Yeah.
Say what?
No, I said no, nothing.
Oh, sorry, you sneezed. Okay, bless you. So he had 15 touches today. He had accurate passes 83%, and he had 2 dribbles and 1 was successful.
Damn.
That's not great. And he was going up against Collins and Dawson. Come on, Haaland, bro. You cannot be performing like that. And I agree, like some of the chances he's had this season, I'm surprised he's missing. So, okay, has the league figured him out? No, because he has still scored, 8 goals, 9 goals in 7 games?
Yeah.
He'll probably still score 30, 35 goals. Are you going to tell me that the league has figured him out? No. So, yes, he's I don't think he will. What is he going to be at, like, when he's 32, 33, when he doesn't have that pace? He'll probably still have the physicality, but the pace will be gone. What is Haaland going to be then? That's what I'm kind of more worried about for him, because he needs to develop more as a footballer. He needs to get his touches are getting better, and we saw that especially against Arsenal last season, where his hold-up play was beautiful and his link-up play was great, but he needs to develop it more and more. But damn it, he's still going to score 30 goals. So, HH, you can have your fun for today, but next week, next week is Arsenal. Oh, if he
but if he now drops a 3-piece on Arsenal, boom, because that's a big game.
Boom.
And now they now need to respond. So
boom, then it's the Earl. HH, if this guy played for Chelsea, you would be having a Thor hammer, you would be wearing a Viking helmet, and you would be loving this guy.
Hey, well,
remember, HH called Lukaku the best number 10 in the world.
Wait, there is a stat there I think it's the Premier League from 2020 to now, that Chelsea have 43 goals and Haaland has 44 goals.
No, come on,
Delta, Delta, your thoughts on Erling Haaland?
JTS, why do you have to go there?
Delta.
And that Elijah laugh is always going to get me. Look, it's not pretty in the eyes, but it's effective. I mean, what can I say? Obviously, he's not a pleasing, soccer player to look at, but
football player to
look at. MLS is on right now. I have to mention soccer.
You're gonna get us killed.
Wait. Don't give a damn if the MLS is on. It's football. Yeah. Okay, please.
Also, by the way, Messi hasn't played in like 3 games. HH, just a caution. I don't know what happened with him.
Bro,
but about
Haaland, he's using it as a holiday camp for him. He's not taking it seriously. Come on, bro. You know what this is.
About Haaland. Look, I said it even before the season started. I don't think City's gonna win this season, the league title. I think I said Liverpool, but the whole institution is against them. Like, we're talking about FA, we're talking about the referees with the VAR room. I mean, I was watching that game, Liverpool and Tottenham. How that Diaz goal did not stay onside, it still amazes me. But
speak on it.
Yeah, it's very interesting to look at, because the oil team is now getting the privilege, and I wonder if they paid the referees in the VAR room about some.
Oh wow!
You never know.
So you respect Haaland for the goals, but he's not aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, basically. I mean, he gets the goals, but my thing is, as everybody else said, when he doesn't get the goals is where the questions.
PSG Delta, if he was playing for PSG instead of Colomwani, would you pick Colomwani or him?
I can't believe we spent 80 million on that bump, Colomwani. That guy's a complete bump.
Relax.
Respect my Congolese brother.
He scored in the World Cup semi.
He had like 3 open chances, like 3 open. Any other striker would have scored them. That guy is a complete bump.
What happened to your boy Mbappe?
I mean, Mbappe actually had a good game, but he clinically just wasn't there. But he did create chances. About Haaland, I mean, obviously, if he played it for PSG, I'd be like, and he gets us goals and he wins us the Champions League, I'd be up for him. But he plays for City. I mean, I don't really like Manchester City or United. The only team in England I like is Liverpool. I hope they do win the league, and I really don't see it, because I've always said Haaland isn't City best player. It's always Alvarez or KDB. Like or Rodri. Those are the three. KDB,
no. Rodri's that dude.
Yeah.
And they've been missing Rodri. Like,
yeah, and
last two games they've lost no Rodri.
Correct me if I'm wrong, HH, but isn't Rodri not available for the Arsenal game?
He's not available. Not available.
Okay, so that's interesting because Arsenal have also looked good this season, and if Rodri, let's say Rodri is not playing, who's his replacement again?
John Stones. Matthias Nunes.
He's probably playing
Matthias Nunes is out, I think.
No, Phillips. It's Phillips.
Yes, play Stones. He's probably going to play John Stones. He doesn't trust Phillips.
Injured. Stones is injured. He can't come back. He hasn't played.
Yeah. So it's Kovacic or Phillips. So maybe
it's all falling apart. It's all falling apart. And
I mean, we'll get. So let me.
Wait. Do you know who Haaland reminds me of? He reminds me of Shaq. Shaq was aesthetically not the most pleasing to watch basketball player, but he got the job done. Remember his free throws? Do we remember those free throws?
Let's relax. Respect the 4-time NBA champion.
No, that's it. You know what? I'm trying to disagree.
Shaq was so dominant, though. In the paint, you could do nothing against him.
Yeah. You could kind of see that. You can kind of see it. You want
because again, like
that free throw technique was horrendous.
I love Shaq. Like I follow him on Instagram and like again the movies, the films, ads. But I said, bro, this because I know Hakeem Olajuwon. That's a skillful censor. Like Olajuwon was this. Shaq wasn't Hakeem. So, and I would say for Shaq, okay, he's just unstoppable. But is he skilled?
No, he is. You know, Kobe.
No. But HH.
Nigeria bias from HH. Nigeria bias from HH.
Bro, the dream was that dude.
HH, this guy.
Dunked on Jordan. The dream was dunked on Jordan if he stayed. So
Shaq in year 2000, that guy is one of the best ever. Like we're talking about top 3 seasons ever.
No. Ewing was more. Ewing was skilled. Relax. Put some respect to Ewing's name. Ewing was skilled.
And you know what Kobe said about Shaq? Kobe said if Shaq had my mentality, that guy would win like 10.
Yeah.
Wait. Who the hell? Foden is Kobe? What?
Whoa. Hold on.
That is wild.
What?
That is wild.
That's a bad. Hands down one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen. I hate Kobe based on what he did to my Magic, but let's put
your Magic. Oh Lord Jesus,
your Magic.
McGrady.
You never pick good teams, do you, man?
Shout out to the Magic. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me get this Dubinsky's man. Shout out to Itis Merchants. I want to see R9s, Messi's, R10s, not Haaland's. Well, that's where we have to hope that Musiala and Pedro and all those guys develop. Because again, look, Haaland, I respect what Haaland does. Haaland isn't this generation's Messi or Arnon. He isn't. And that's why let's see what Endrick may do. Let's see what any of those guys can do.
Somebody said Haaland is Yao Ming. I'm dead.
No, Michael, let's be completely honest. He is the new school Diego Milito.
Diego Milito had more skill than Haaland.
No, come on, deadly wise.
No,
in terms of deadliness.
No, stop it. Milito was a skilled striker. Stop it. Milito was a skilled.
No, he's talking about the finishing ability.
He's talking about the clinicalness.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, finishing ability. No, Hitchens, think about this. Imagine Haaland is playing for Mourinho.
No, Haaland's goal scoring is superior to Milito and most players I've seen. But in terms of a player, we just look at the whole package. Milito had a first touch.
No, he did.
Milito had a first touch. So, as an overall player, Milito was.
Imagine Mourinho playing for. Imagine Haaland playing for Mourinho in Roma right now.
Then it's over. Because Mourinho will build a team to maximize Haaland and will build guys to pretty much get the best of Haaland. You see, Haaland would be perfectly made for Mourinho. Perfectly made.
I wasn't here for Friday and Saturday. HH, I love Mourinho. But you cannot be losing 4-1 to newly promoted Genoa.
Can I respond?
4-1. It's literally deflecting the question.
It literally took 5 seconds, and you went.
Wait, it's a question you meant to respond.
No.
Hold on.
Can I
respond?
Mike, real question. Mike, Could Pep Guardiola
No,
win?
don't do that. No. AJ,
it's a good question.
Don't answer a question with a question. Answer the question.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, Mike.
No, this is solely on Roma. Do you know who they have played? They got outplayed by Milan and got lucky to get a red card in that game to actually look relevant. What did they lose? They lose to
Mike.
Hellas Verona.
It's 3 attacks. We know Mourinho in the third year. If things fall apart, we know this.
Okay, so that's a bad image on him then. Because how can Pep last the teams for 7 years?
No, Mike. It's on the players and the club to max out for 2 years.
Oh, come
make sure
on.
You make sure you max out for those 2 years.
What's wrong with that?
Max out for those 2 years.
He's a fantastic cup manager nowadays, but in the league he is dreadful because that football is not sustainable.
It's not sustainable for the league.
Yeah, I think the real question. I think the real question is who finishes higher, Mourinho or Chelsea?
No. Come on, J2S. Come on.
J2S. I'm not gonna lie. I think it might be Chelsea.
No. Well, Mike, think about this. This is what happens when you have Lukaku as a striker. Wherever he goes. So.
You can't.
Bolingo League catching strays, man. Bolingo League catching strays, bro.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me take this to Dubinsky. So shout out to your boy AR. I agree with you, Guled. He is a dog mamba mentality. Yes, he has a mentality. However, PNP only lasts for so long. What other tool is in your locker after your pace goes? But he doesn't.
His movement in the box. He doesn't need to have pace.
That's why I disagree with Mike totally. I think that Haaland's profile can last a long time because I think Haaland's greatest strength is his
IQ.
No, thank you. It's his goal scoring IQ. He knows where to be. His positioning and understanding of make the run here, position here, pull back here, timing your runs. He knows when and where to be. That's you never lose with age. That is always there. So I don't think his game is not predicated on speed. That's why I am worried about Mbappe when he gets older. Because he does rely a lot on his speed. But for someone like Haaland, his main thing is his goal-scoring intelligence. So I think he can still say what's up and down.
Mbappe doesn't have the mentality, man. That's the problem, man.
Yes.
All he needs is one UCL for my narrative. All he needs is one UCL for my narrative, bro. AR, so hold on. Ballon d'Or didn't score in a final last season. Look, no, Messi's winning the Ballon d'Or. We know this. Messi's winning the Ballon d'Or. Like that's happening. Half hope, snow bonnet, oh Jesus. Keep the same energy when Dan Bon locks up El Mbappe. # pace and run. Now
he's going up against Trippier, not Burn.
Okay, but show me the World Cups that Dan Bon and Trippier have. Show me the World Cups.
Show me the Champions Leagues that Mbappe has. He has the same amount as Dan Burn.
What? Okay, Mike. If you go to hell and they say, "Show me something," would you show a World Cup medal or UCL medal?
You show both.
No. You can only show one. To go, okay. This is to stop you.
Bro, what's
this?
No.
I don't know where it's going. So basically,
where's this going?
So basically, one of Lucifer's kids said, "Okay, you're going to hell. The only way you don't go to hell, show me something of great value. Would you show your UCL medal or your World Cup medal?
Well, aren't they both of great value?
You can only choose one."
But they're both of great value, so
he says.
If you show one of them, it's okay.
He said.
Show me one
Just
thing
move
of
on.
great
Bro. Yeah, bro. Go ahead, drop that,
Show
bro.
me one.
Go ahead, drop that, bro. That was.
Show me one thing of the greatest value. I won't drop. No, let me save my. Look, I'm saving myself from a break. Streets. Show me something of the greatest value. What do you show?
The streets is saying, don't even drop it. Throw it.
Just can I ask you a question?
No matter what do you want?
Yeah, just a serious question. Answer objectively. What is more valuable? What is really more valuable? Steven Gerrard's UCL medal or Fernando Llorente's World Cup medal for Spain?
No, man. Do you know how? Now I'm going to
answer the question.
Wait. See, no, man. That is a tricky question. It's a tricky question because my thing is no. My thing is, Llorente, what did you contribute to that World Cup? That's the first thing. Second thing, context is key. Because when you look at the context of that UCL and what it meant for Liverpool and everything, of course, in context, it means more. But hands down, objectively, the World Cup means more than the UCL.
Mbappe was carried by Pogba and Kante, though. If you want to keep it stack.
Wait, who dropped on Messi in the?
Okay, so HH.
No,
so HH, if you
wait, who dropped the two-piece on Messi's head against Argentina?
It was a collective.
Okay, so HH.
I have.
Wait, didn't you go against like a watch brand?
Wait, hold on. I think is it 5-2 to Mbappe over Messi? I think it's 5-2 now.
How is it 5-2?
Wait, when was the World Cup?
No. Two-piece in 2018 and a three-piece in 2022. So it's 5-2.
I really
So
are you still going about this?
So HH, what you're saying is, if you're going to hell, you would rather be Fernando Llorente than Steven Gerrard, right?
If I'm
everyone noticed this on the panel. Keep the receipts. Keep the receipts. Yeah.
I said that. I said that. To avoid going to hell, I will show my World Cup medal because no matter if I show my UCL medal, I'm going to hell.
Oh,
this dude said that show me something of the greatest value, or you're going to hell. If I show my UCL medal, I'm going to hell. If I show my World Cup medal, I'm free. That was the trick. That was the answer to the question. You show the UCL medal, you're going to hell.
Now, I really do feel what this channel will be like if Mbappe wins the Champions League. I really do fear.
No, Mike. No, Mike. Let me tell you right now, because I know how life works. Mbappe is never winning the UCL. Because if Mbappe wins the UCL, I'll be the most hated human being on earth.
No. He doesn't win it with Paris.
I would.
He doesn't win it with Paris.
So because of that, because of how annoying I would be, life doesn't want to give me that job. So basically, Mbappe, I'm sorry, you're never winning the UCL. Because if he wins the UCL, I would be the most annoying prick.
Just imagine Mbappe with Haaland's mentality. Just imagine, bro.
He does. Wait, hold on. He doesn't. Wait, Guled, show me Haaland's World Cup at 19. What mentality?
Bro, come on, you know what?
Show me Mbappe's trouble.
We're talking about the long run.
Who said UCL? How many UCL?
Show me
your
How many UCL final goals did he score? How many goals did he score in UCL semi? UCL final?
Did
he score in UCL semi? Did he score?
Didn't Mbappe miss a one-on-one in the
UCL
final?
He doesn't get it.
Did Mbappe score a goal in the UCL semi for
Let it go,
in
people. Just let it go.
Wasn't Mbappe carried by Neymar to the UCL
as like a
final?
PSG? A pre-pubescent?
Wait, were there any fans in the stadium?
No. 1 second. HH, you know there's a difference between negative ego and positive ego. Mbappe negative ego,
19.
No, I know.
Didn't Mbappe get shown up by Kingsley Coman in the UCL final?
Guys. No, but if you had the consistency of Haaland,
I know
the guy would take over the world, bro.
Guled, what were you doing?
But the problem is his ego is killing him.
Guled, what were you doing at 19? Were you starting? Were you at 19? No, but see, wait. Anything you say, 19. That's what I can say. 19. What was Messi doing at 19? Wait. No, did Messi have a World Cup at 19? Did he?
Scored a hat trick.
No,
Did he have a World Cup?
I love Mbappe, bro. But the problem is, you can tell this guy's problem is going to be his mentality, bro. From here going forward. I'm not talking about his past.
I will ask.
I'm sorry.
Can I speak on this?
Wait. Let me just take this quick. This shout out to your boy Nathaniel. Shaq was more dominant, but Hakim carried, the Rockets to a chip 2 years straight with no all-star teammates, and he would have dunked on Jordan, who ran away from the smoke. He destroyed Magic and Shaq in the.
So okay. Okay.
Hardaway deserved
that. No, that's a Monday question.
Hardaway was robbed. My boy Hardaway was robbed. Wait. So Nathaniel, and I'll come to you. Haaland is similar to Ibra in my opinion, and Ibra aged well.
Ibra? Did you see Ibra's tech?
No, you can't say that.
Did you see Ibra's tech?
Nathaniel, don't you dare. See,
that actually deserves a break.
Also, I'm a harsh Ibra critic. Ibra was way more technical than Haaland. Like, the kind of goals that Ibra scored, Haaland can never dream of scoring. Ibra was way more technical.
Yeah, for a striker, Ibra's got the best goals.
You can call Haaland Luca Toni on steroids. That's all.
Okay. All right.
I'm not sure I agree, but let's just keep going. Nathaniel, Mbappe versus Argentina 2018 is like playing Lugo. But he was 19 though. Nathaniel was 19. Like you can't
remember that
you can't allow a guy who could have been starring in American Pie to dunk on you.
Wait, can you name the goalkeeper for Argentina?
Can you name the manager for Argentina?
A watch brand.
Bro, shout to Armani Suits, bro.
Yeah. Who was the manager for Argentina, HH?
The bald guy with tattoos.
Yeah, the Argentinian tattoo bulldog who has no tactical idea.
Who said what's up? Did he say what's up with Chile?
Yeah, he did.
But
he's been sacked at every other club since then, and he's lasted less than a year at every job.
Bro, the guy looks like the leader of a motorcycle gang, man. What do you expect, bro? What's called? Okay, wait about to say. Okay, talk to me.
I mean, wait. So Goulard's point was that Mbappe's mentality will keep him. Like, I don't understand your point.
Like, I think he says like if he had the same mentality as the Earl of Norway.
Like, I mean, I don't understand. I mean, Mbappe mentally for a youngster is one of the most mentally strongest athletes out there. I mean,
Okay, let me explain myself before you misunderstand me, bro. What I'm saying is, the power they gave him in PSG messed up his ego. So what I mean is, now that he is still contemplating if he's going to sign that contract in PSG or not, if he goes to Real Madrid and if he doesn't play in his preferred position for him as an individual, there's going to be a problem with Real Madrid.
Oh, okay, I see.
I see. You see what? I'm with you. I'm with you.
I get you.
The whole Mbappe. So now, guys, let's go. Finally, J2S, BMF, RDS, we're finally here.
I have a lot of things.
Yes, sir. We're finally here. So, guys, you see, here's the thing right here. Let me just present it.
H speak. I want him to.
No. My thing is that I find it odd. I find
yes, may God forgive you.
I find it strange that a set of fans who they've not won the league since I believe it's 2013. That's 10 years. They've not won the UCL since 2008, and a UCL that is still contested. That's UCL. So I look at a team who've not won the league, and the last time you won the league, did we even have Infinity War? Bro, that's like only 1 year after freaking Avengers. Basically, the last time this club won the league, we hadn't even seen Thanos say what's up yet. Thanos wasn't even fully
that's
formed.
The same for your club.
So basically, my thinking was,
you won it in 2017. Infinity War came out in 2018.
Hello, 2021.
No. When did the trailer come out? The trailer came out. We saw Thanos in 2017. We saw it in a trailer. So we actually saw Thanos in the trailer. This was pre-trailer. We didn't even see Thanos in his full form. We didn't even see a hint of what Thanos would be.
Drop the brick.
When Chelsea got it, we still saw Thanos in the trailer. So my thing though is, now for United, look, I actually feel sorry for United because people clown Chelsea, but I actually said, look, I think United are in a worse position because these guys.
Not really, but go on.
The last time they sniffed European air, was it with Mourinho?
Yes, it was with Mourinho, the guy that insults. So I actually do feel sorry for you, that's and I think I'll just say I'm here for you. I'm here for you because I know how it must feel to go from being a big club to like a yo-yo club, like a club that's not been taken seriously. Because that's what United are right now. They're not a serious club.
So Chelsea.
They're not a club that anybody takes seriously right now. So basically, I don't know. Bro, let me not bring up the table.
Ajay club, I'll tell you.
So he's officially saying Chelsea is a small club.
BMF. I think I want to go to. So BMF, what is the issue here? Because Rashford is acceptable, but what is the issue here with United? Is this loss? Was it down to Ten Hag? Because I get the whole left back thing because I actually looked and said, wait a minute, damn, these guys really don't have a left back, so fine. But put injuries into account. Can Ten Hag still be blamed for the selections? That's the first thing. And the second thing, BMF, we have to have a Rashford discussion because I've had it with this dude, bro. I just don't think this kid is it. BMF, talk to me. BMF. All right, let me come to Jesus. And also remember, United fans, if you want to see if you want to be reminded what a UCL or a Premier League looks like, holler at your boy. I'll try and sort out something for you guys because I know that
I've never seen BMF use
based on
defensive.
the
No, it's okay.
Same.
I think Jason, let's go to J2S.
BMF, are you alive?
Okay. BMF, are you there? BMF, are you there?
Yeah.
Cool. So BMF, so again, BMF, I'm just saying that for United fans, if you want to be around what a Premier League or UCL looks like, I'll help you.
I've seen my team. I don't need.
BMF, you were like 6 years old in 2013, bro. That's a long time ago. So, the hell? BMF, let's be real. You went.
I wonder what RDS was doing.
BMF, you couldn't remember that league in 2010. So you need to be reminded, bro. So BMF, what is wrong with United? And talk to me about your boy Rashford.
So the problem with United is the attack. Like I've been saying, like remember when we had the summer transfer window where we were right now, summer transfer signings. That's how where it came. The problem is that, like people keep saying, the problem is not the midfield. It wasn't the defense. It was just the attack. The problem is once you have an attack that costs like 200 mil or 300 mil, right? And your best, finisher in the club is Rashford, but Rashford is out of form right now and he's not playing to his best. You can't score goals. That's a problem. Casemiro is literally our highest goal scorer for this season. That's a concern.
That's crazy.
That's a concern. So my thing is the attack, and that's why I keep saying we need to go get better attackers. So I love Everton now, right? But some of the signs he's made that it didn't make sense, like getting Anthony and Casemiro, for example. We spent 100 million euros on Anthony. We could have gone with someone better and saved that money. Plus, even if let's say we didn't get Casemiro for 70 mil, we could have gone better attackers or something like that. The problem is the attack, and goals wins you game. Like if you can't squeeze, I was watching the game, but I'm like, this is like some of the chances we had, and we couldn't score. It was so frustrating.
So you're saying it's more on the players or the manager? This loss?
No, it's not the players because the manager did his job. Like people, if you're a rival, you can say, you know what? If you watch today's game, like okay, we created some couple of chances. Might not be a big created chance, but we created a couple of chances, but we couldn't score. The attack is letting the team down. It is the attack. It's the same. You can go back to other games. Once the one we played 20 minutes for and we had a couple of chances and we didn't score, then we let the opposition just score a goal against us. Then the heads drop. Then we start forcing.
Okay. You talk about the attack. Is it time for Rashford to be dropped?
Yes, I love him, but it's time. I think one thing Ten Hag did last season was when it was kind of late and he benched him, right? And that literally kicked him on, and they won a scoring streak. I think we just have to do it again.
BMF. Who saved Ten Hag? BMF, who saved Ten Hag last season?
It was him. That's the problem.
Don't do that. Don't. No, that's not how it works.
Gullet is right. Gullet is right.
No. I know he's right. Okay. Oh, you saved me. But if you're out of form, yeah, man, but you saved me last season. You're out of form, but because you saved me, I should keep playing. No.
Even Ten Hag spoke about it, right? He said in his press release, the way he was speaking when they asked him about Rashford was like, last season you were over relying on him to get you out. Now that he's out of form, the team has problems scoring goals. In my opinion, what I'm trying to do is bench him for the next couple of games. Let him come off the bench. Let Garnacho, let Martial scored against
Garnacho should start. Yeah, give
Garnacho. Yeah, they should all get chances because I love Rashford. He can win you games, but he's out of form right now. And the best way is just put him on the bench and let him get his extra. I think we can turn things around if we work on the attack. But the attack is literally what's killing this team so far.
Oh, what happened to the Moose?
Bro, this guy had the one.
AK, mute your mic.
Nah, this guy had I'm not going Russian. He had some couple of chances that he was just wasting. Like there was one time he had the 1v1 chance, was supposed to square, pass, try to cheat the goalkeeper, got cleared out. That's fine. Another chance was supposed to square to Rashford and to Mount, didn't do it. If you watch the shot selection of United play, once we're in the final third and watch the way our plays, the decision making, sometimes you're like, bro, what are we doing?
Okay, hold on. Okay, let me come to artists. What's your take on the whole thing with United, man? Specifically after the L to Palace, bro, and also Rashford again, because I really want to hone in on Rashford as whether it's time for him to be dropped, whether he will be dropped based on his stature in the club.
Yeah, no, it's not going well. I mean, first of all, big up to Luton, man. Somehow beating Everton at Goodison, man, is just I was shocked by it, man. I genuinely was, So we're in a situation where Luton are 1 point behind a team that spent a billion.
Wait, Ardius, are you gonna get loan papers to Luton Town?
No,
So
guys,
like, it's just
guys. I want to say that right now. I want to say that, guys.
Let me
Don't
just-
you
just
dare
finish.
say that my hatred for Cristiano is more than Ardis's hatred for Chelsea.
I
Ardis's
didn't-
hatred for Chelsea is
I
on
didn't
mine.
use no. I don't hate. I didn't even used to have it, but it's just because like it's HH. Everyone here has a somewhat hatred of Chelsea, not Chelsea fan because of you. That's the
because I celebrate.
No. You do this. The shamelessness in you, so does this because your team hasn't played yet, and yet you're dunking on other teams. So, but anyway, let's
RDS, may God forgive you, man.
Let's put it to one side. A few things. Because I was obviously raging at the result, but I've had time to be a bit more. The first thing is that, to be honest, if I actually want to keep a stack, I shouldn't really be surprised by the result. Firstly, because Hodgson has actually been undefeated at Old Trafford in his last 5 times appearance at Crystal Palace, and those are under different managers, and he plays essentially the exact same way. He scores the goal and then basically parks the bus for nearly 60 minutes. And the reality is that he knows that Manchester United don't have enough creativity in the team or clinical finishes to break Palace down. Second, when you play a team again back to back, and I never like this because it's happened last season as well.
Yeah. It can mess you up. It
messes you up because like the manager now, because let's keep a stack, because I remember the United fans getting gassed. Oh yes, like we played, we only didn't have Rashford. It's like, okay, cool, but now Roy Hodgson knows how Manchester United are going to play. Oh, I know that Amrabat is going to invert. Oh, I know they've got this, they're going to plan that. And he's also going to now play his actual team, not the reserves that he was playing to get knocked out of the cup. Because I know that Roy Hodgson wasn't playing to stay in the EFL Cup.
And it's smart. And it's smart.
I want to say, he's Crystal Palace have injuries. He needs to save games. Like you get, I don't actually genuinely understand why. I don't know. People might say United fans, you shouldn't throw cups, but the reality is that United have an injury crisis right now. Like, you cannot compete in 4 competitions if you have 8 to 10 players out.
That's why I was ready. That's why I said United fans, right? Yeah. I was like,
I beg. RDS, let me ask you a question.
Let me finish. It doesn't matter how many. Yes, okay, you can spend the money and stuff like that as well. And the same applies to Chelsea as well. It's like if you have players that are injured, and you've got a significant amount for a long period of time, you have to prioritize. Chelsea.
RDS, let me ask you a question.
Yes, good.
Knowing that this guy is supposed to take the position of Ferguson, the reason why I say that is because this guy was given the full backing. What kind of identity do you see him having?
What do you mean?
This guy reminds me of Olio. I don't see no identity for him.
Yeah, but people say it's a position of Ferguson. You can't compare Ferguson's because Ferguson was at the club. Ferguson was in an era where like he was not particularly great for the first couple of years, then got his team, got his players, and then eventually had his brand of football. That's what happened. This guy's in the second year.
RDS, thank you for saying this. So are you telling me Man United fans can wait for 4 to 5 years?
No, I didn't.
Until he picks up his identity.
You're the one that made the comparison between Fergie and
the reason why I said that is because this guy was going to secret dinner meetings with Ferguson. Why? Because he's trying to find the identity of the team. We spoke about this before, RDS.
I don't think
we said that.
Wine and dining with staff is crazy.
No, guys, come on.
I don't
think.
No,
guys. Let's be logical.
Hold on. Let Artist
I don't think Ten Hag went to visit Fergie so that he could play like Fergie and did into football. I don't think that. I don't think that that's the case. And then you obviously have to take into account all the external stuff. I'm actually not trying to even make excuses because the team are crap today. So I just want to sort of. It's just I'm trying to be a little bit objective without being reactionary based on the Manchester United performance. So I want to give some objective analysis, given the context.
No, but can you see any identity for this team? That's all I'm asking, bro.
What is that? It's like I haven't seen any identity in United for the last 10 something years. Like
no,
there wasn't any.
No. RDS, I'm not trying to pick.
Didn't have no identity in 2 years, and at the end of the day, like if you got 10 or 8 of your core players out, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose the identity of what your team wants to be. So, like personally, I've never really.
No, but RDS, I'm not picking on Man United.
Yeah,
all I'm asking you, as a football fan,
Yeah,
knowing your team. RDS, I'm not picking. I'm not picking on you.
Wait. Okay. So
let me speak, because like
let Ardis just land this point.
Like I'm trying to address it. Like I get what you're trying to say, Gulad, and you're saying in the sense that the argument is that where's the identity as a result. Quite frankly, I don't give a crap about identity. Like I think identity is overrated. I care about results. I care about winning games. Like identity for me is over. This whole idea that there's this United identity thing. All the United's aspects of identity was just like was nice, attractive, playing football, and that was it. There wasn't this kind of cultureless identity. The reality is, this Manchester United side is that it's multifactorial. There's issues obviously with the manager's decision making, which I agree is not good enough. Like at times, especially with decision making. United currently have an injury crisis, which obviously doesn't help. Then you add to the fact that that certain United players in his team that aren't good enough, but at the end of the day, they're on ridiculously high wages, so you can't just, obviously, Sancho aside, you can't just sort of dismiss them or drop them, i.e. the Brunos, the Rashfords, etc. Even though, to be fair to Ten Hag, which was surprising me today, he substituted Rashford and Mount. So I don't know whether that's saying.
I was surprised.
But just quickly on the point. Fergie never had an identity. Fergie's identity was, these are the players. How do I maximize all of these players to win? So
Pep created an identity for the league.
No.
He did.
No. Fergie's identity was win. Fergie's
I'm talking about Pep.
No. Fergie's real talent was maximizing average. Fergie's greatest talent was, which is what made him so amazing. Which is why it's hard to go through with him. Fergie just knew how to take an average player and play him way above his means and maximize the talents of an average player. So when you look at the Cantona era, the Jochen Cole era, the Van Nistelrooy era, these are all very different teams that played very differently. Same-ish idea, but very differently. There wasn't a footballing identity. Oh, this is a way that United play. It's just, okay, this is my set of players. How do I best create a tactic that best utilizes this set of players and go through? Exactly. There wasn't one philosophy that ran through all the way through. He kept changing.
I understand you, HH, but I'm talking about this era because Pep created an identity.
That's Pep.
So because of the identity in this era, you have to have an identity to compete with.
You don't. No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Liverpool had an identity, bro.
Speak on this.
No, you don't.
I'm sorry. You don't.
See, for me, see. This is what I hate about people and stuff. Pep is amazing. What he does is crazy. The worst thing that can happen is if we all try to copy one person. Then football becomes boring.
Exactly.
But see, I always go back. I go back to that UCL final. Simone Inzaghi won that game tactically. Tactically, he figured out Pep. What happened?
No, HH, I'm talking about the league.
No. But my thing though is, even if it's in the league, you have to just accept that with Pep's money and his way of doing things, it is what it is. What you don't do is, because you can't copy Pep because he doesn't have as much money as he has.
Bielsa had an identity. Now is he still at Leeds?
No.
So you have
RDS. Look at Liverpool. Look at Klopp. Klopp was there for over 8 years.
If you ask
no. 1 second. Klopp has been there for over 8 years, but his identity never changed.
If you ask,
but he had the audacity to compete.
They didn't have an identity.
But think about this. No. 1 second, RDS.
I disagree. I disagree. What you said, club identity didn't
change.
HH.
No, it never changed because it's always gegenpress.
Wait, HH.
No, I think. Wait. Okay, let's just go back to Arsenal. Just finish.
Yeah, let me just finish the point. Okay, like at the end of the day, like yes, it's 9 points from a total of it's 7. So 20 games is awful. It's terrible, and the statistic of the worst league starting for 2 years is not good. But I mean, stats.
1990.
It's in 1990.
Yeah.
So
89, 90, sorry.
It's 90. You know, so
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I mean, it's just at the end of the day, like it comes down to this season. This week is basically like I would argue it's like a do or die for Ten Hag. Like he has to beat Galatasaray because they're home games. You have to beat Galatasaray at home. You have to beat Brentford at home. If you win those two games, you could at least maybe try and turn around, build some momentum. People people forget about it. If he loses back-to-back home games, I do think people are going to start questioning his job. The only thing I would say for Ten Hag now is that like there isn't any, and this is why there's an appetite for managers sacking, all that sort of talk, is because one, I think people are tired of the roundabout of sacking managers, things, stuff like that, when you know there's other things going on. Two, realistically, there aren't even really any viable candidates out there.
Okay. Artists, let's play this game then. Okay. Yeah. You lose to Galatasaray, you lose to Brentford. Ten Hag sacked. Okay.
Yeah.
Hire who?
Exactly. You know, people like I don't want to go on, but people saying deserve this. Okay.
This is hire Conte, bro. This is Conte.
Stop it. I know that's only one game.
RDS, can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
That Frankfurt coach, the guy that was there last season. What was his name?
Glasner.
Glasner. Yeah. That guy is perfect for Man United, bro.
No.
Trust me, bro.
But in what environment is it going to be working under?
This is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
This is the thing. It's like this is my final point. Sorry, because you're going to speak. So I'm speaking so much. Just like you. This is the problem. The environment of Brighton, the environment of Frankfurt, so the level is like it's a completely different environment to Manchester United. Not only with the high expectation, but the ownership that they're running under, the managing of like, you know, ego teams. Like, it's not just as simple as just saying this first manager was good at Frankfurt, this manager was good at Brighton. Therefore, 100% automatically, Brendan Rodgers would be worse than what's going on right now. Definitely, you know. So
let's not talk about that terrorist.
You know, it doesn't. it doesn't work. At the end of the day, you know, so as you have Chelsea fans, of someone Graham Potter was a good coach.
Graham Potter was a good manager.
He was.
I beg, come on, man.
No.
Why are we going to Chelsea, please?
No.
Let's think about
it. Potter is a great example. So Alex, continue.
No, I'm just saying I'm just finished. But that's just an example. Like great, because I don't like the revisionism with Potter. Potter was a good coach at Brighton.
Yes.
Excuse me?
Like he was a good coach, but now because he failed at Chelsea, people are like, oh, he was always trash. No, he was good.
No.
But the reality is that Chelsea was a bigger football club.
Potter is a good coach, you're telling me.
Sorry?
Yes. Yeah, Potter's a good coach. Of course, he's a good coach.
He was a good coach at Brighton, yes.
No. Potter in a vacuum is a good coach, but he was a bad fit for Chelsea. Not once did I ever say Potter was a bad coach. Not once. What I always said was, this job is too big for him.
Okay, let me ask you honest question. Sorry, RDS. Let me ask HH honest question.
I'll finish speaking.
Now that he was a bad fit for Chelsea, because he is supposed to be part of the favourites that are supposed to be taking over England, do you think he's going to be a good fit for England?
For me, if I'm Potter, I wouldn't take that job yet. No, I would. Especially with what's happened at Chelsea, he would have been great for Tottenham, but then look at what thing is doing. I say he needs. You can't go from what's happened at Chelsea to go to England. No, he needs another job before he goes to England. So no, it wouldn't be a right fit, especially after Chelsea. No, he needs a bit more experience in the game. You know,
but also, that's how also Southgate got the job, though.
Yeah,
Southgate wasn't that great.
I want to come to J2S. I want to come to J2S. So J2S, your take on this whole United thing, man. J2S.
I mean, I watched the game. I put a bet against United because this is what I'm expecting.
Jesus.
Because it every time this happens, you play the same team again. You never win both times. It rarely happens. You either win one, lose one, or you draw either one. It's the way it works. Poor performance today. I mean, I know injuries are a major issue, but still, that team is good enough to be a Crystal Palace side because. This is a guy that's married. This is a side that's managed by Roy Hodgson. Roy Hodgson came out of retirement. He was in the care home this year. And he's come out. Every week it just gets worse. Because I understand the Arsenal, the Tottenham, and the Brighton game, but these games, like your Brentfords, your West Hams, your Nottingham Forests, Those are teams you have to beat. Like we beat Nottingham Forest, we beat Wolves, etc., etc. But when you start losing to these sides, this is when the fans can start turning, because these are the teams you're meant to beat. Like if you come against your Liverpools, your Man Cities, people are not expecting Man United to beat them. Even your Tottenhams or your Arsenals, it's very iffy. Like, oh, if we win, that's good, but not expecting it. But against these lower league sides, you need to get points on the board, because if we let Icardi dunk on us in the Champions League, we have a lot to claw back in that Champions League.
Icardi missed an open goal. That's the last time I saw Icardi. He missed an open goal from the penalty spot. So I'm just saying that's who you're going up against.
I got a question.
Wait, no. Wait. Let's just finish this point.
Just on the point, I look at Ten Hag. Ten Hag has made some bad choices in the transfer market, but that's not on him. He doesn't have any structure around him. There's meant to be a football director will tell the manager, no, you should not go for that. You should choose this instead. Ten Hag wanted Man. How many fans said, I don't think Man fits? We need to look at other issues. Look, we didn't sign centre back. The one we signed was Johnny Evans. We're looking at Todibo. I know we looked at the disaster guy from Chelsea, but no one wanted him. We needed strength and depth, but this Mason Mount sign doesn't make any sense to it. And then we were relying on Pellistri, Haaland, and Rashford as your front three. And then we can supposedly give Martial minutes. Martial's been away for the last 2 years. He's been stuck in Alaska somewhere, constantly injury prone. We're like, people get excited over Martial because of what he did against Crystal Palace midweek. I'm like, he's going to get injured again. Fans need to stop getting putting so much love on these players like Rashford, your Bruins, etc., because they'll let you down eventually. Like Rashford, you've seen it. We've seen this with Rashford. He's hot and cold. When he's hot, amazing. But when he's cold, it is bad.
So
bad.
Rashford, do you drop Rashford or do you make him play through it?
We've seen this when Ollie tried this as well, because it was the dilemma. If you drop him, who do you replace him with, because he scores so many goals? But if you keep playing him through this dry patch, he might get worse and worse and worse, and then he can't come back from it. So if Ten Hag is the manager that I think he will drop him. But the problem is there's not a lot to pick from, because you look at, if he picks Martial, Haaland, Pellistri, how long is Martial going to last? He might get injured the next game. Because look at all these injuries we have. We signed Reguilon, who was an emerged left back. Should never sign him in the first place. Injured already. Look at Martinez. We've aggravated that injury. We knew he was injured. That injury against Sevilla in the Europa League was bad. But we rushed him back because we needed him.
Let's expand upon that. Maybe anybody can jump in. I'll start with Jesus, because Ten Hag made the point. And look at the injuries at Real Madrid and at Chelsea. Are we finally seeing this crazy schedule of games not taking its toll on players?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, HH, there was a guy that I remember, Mike. If you can remember, Norbert's been saying this since what, 2017, and he was called a moaner. He was called this, that, and the third. HH, if you do the math, these guys are playing literally an NBA schedule of games.
And also remember, you can do load management in the NBA. You can't do it. Yes. You're not allowed to do it in this.
You can't do that in football.
Yeah, because obviously, like in the NBA, there are so many games that you can pretty much manage guys, remove guys, and everything. But the issue with this, though, is, again, this guys also told you, greed. It's greed.
Yeah.
How do you have 2 cup competitions, bro? Even during COVID and everything, they still persisted with the 2 cup competitions. My thing is that's insane. Like France sensibly was like, no, we have to drop this extra cup thing. So England,
France was because they were going broke. That's the problem.
But my thing though is, how do you not have a winter break, which is insane? That's the first thing. Second thing, how do you have 2 cup competitions? But the issue though is, because people are so desperate for more. These players are doing it. And also, this is one thing that angers me. Oh my gosh, you get paid 300,000 a week you should play through.
Yeah.
No, you dumb idiot.
Exactly.
You being paid amounts of money doesn't make you Superman or Kal-El. You're still a freaking human being.
Yeah, can I just
wait,
just a
HH,
point?
can I speak on this after?
AJ, can I speak on Man United, please?
Yeah.
because-
After you, AK, after you.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, because I look at Liverpool from when they did that whole quadruple season. They played, I think it was every game you could possibly play in the season.
Yes,
They went to all the finals and played all the Premier League games.
60-something games. It's
Yeah,
silly.
and you look at that
62.
Liverpool squad. You look at that Liverpool squad. It wasn't strong in depth at all compared to the Man City side they went up against. And then we saw what happened last season to Liverpool. They fell off because you just can't recover from that because there's so many games. There's not enough time for you to break. Man United had one of the thinnest squads last year. Can anyone name me a high goal scorer for Man United except for Rashford last season?
Bruno, I guess. I think it was Bruno.
Yeah, but he's not a full midfielder. That's the whole point. Rashford was on
Casemiro.
He's a DM.
He's a midfielder, bro.
The whole point is we played all the Premier League games, the whole Carabao Cup, the FA Cup. We played the qualifying round, played the group stage Europa League, a qualifying round. Then we got to the quarterfinal, and that was a really thin squad, and we outstretched it completely. I always thought Ten Hag, you have to drop one competition because you're gonna tire everyone out. This is what happens every season. We see the same thing. Players that have recurring injuries anyway, they play that many games. You can't hold up. Your body cannot last that long. It's basic biology. You play that many games, you can see the effects of the next year.
I mean, I've even said, I'm sorry, I was going to say, I'm sorry to interrupt. I was going to say, I even said if you can keep the two competitions, but the clubs in the top tier, in the top and the second tiers, have the right to play the reserves.
Oh, yeah,
up until the quarters.
That's
nobody gives
play
a
your
fuck
U21
about
to
Karabuki, bro. Nobody gives a shit about that cup.
It seemed like I don't want to go here and everything, but Mike, why do I call it the Karabuki? Now
I couldn't give a shit about if Liverpool win that competition. I'll be honest.
They should just say play like for all the top teams, just play the under 21s.
Yes,
Under
21s play the EFL Cup.
I think that's it. If you're one of the top teams and everything, based on the amount of games that you play, Karabuki Cup, you're allowed to play like your academic kids and see how far you get. And that's it. Because my thing is that why should you be expected to play first-team players in the Premier League, in a European competition, in the FA Cup, and the Karabuki? These are 4 competitions, bro. That's too much.
You still got international break too.
International break.
Yeah, because then you got the stupid Nations League in between. Like, that's a useless competition. But
and they're expanding the Club World Cup.
Because I told you, I've said this before.
And they're expanding the Club World Cup as well.
Yeah, exactly. No, and they'll get more Champions League games because
and more Champions League games next season.
Yeah, 36.
It's guys, it's stupid. It's stupid.
So imagine, like I don't know, say Liverpool qualify for the next Champions League, they're gonna have to play extra games in the Champions League, Karabuki, FA Cup, League, and if they win the Champions League the following season, they have to play the Club World Cup, Champions League as it is, Karabuki. There's too many games for players, and you don't
European
have the
Super Cup.
Yeah, even if you do like how Man City have they have a strong squad, but it's not amazingly massive. Man City can't even do that.
Look at City right now. Look at the injuries there.
There's too many players.
Okay, hold on. Let me come to AK then. To good at AK, talk to me, man. United.
I mean, I know the injuries are stacking up for them, but I think today, I mean, I look Rashford's performance, bro. It just seems like he seems like a footballer without any brain. Like he seems like you have the physical gifts and the technical gifts, but you don't know when to release the ball at the right time, and this is something that many Manchester United fans I've been seeing on Twitter say is that they want Rashford to have that balance between creativity and goal scoring. Now that balance isn't there because it's so much towards goal scoring, but so little towards creativity. They want to have that balance. But I don't understand how Rashford's creative bag is going to improve if his decision making is as bad as it is. And I mean, it's not looking good for him. I mean, I think I don't know how do you think he should I don't think there's any way for him to improve that area of this game, but if there's any way,
I don't think he has the motivation either because he's got his big new contract that he's got.
I
He's on
mean,
350k. You don't need. What is the motivation to do it? Like last year, you had the motivation because the contracts were stalling here and there. He did it amazing.
No. I think you know what the key thing. The only thing is if he gets held accountable a lot more by United fans. But the issue though is that for a lot of United fans, because he's the beacon of the academy and he's like the face of like the United Academy and the United product, he just isn't held accountable. And as long as he's not held accountable, he'll just feel like, I can get away with this.
That's why everything I got to like put him on the bench for a couple of games.
I mean,
you know what?
Rashford needs to be quote unquote humbled a bit. I mean, exactly.
Yeah,
I
agree.
I don't. But the problem is, who are you going to play there? Sancho is just relegating himself out of United.
No, he's been amazing in the squad.
The talentless shithead. He's just been relegated. He just relegated himself out of United. Anthony, we all know what's going on.
He's
back. Nacho for me.
The squad, sorry, just to correct that. Just
is
go
he?
naked. Yeah, he's
back.
Wait, the investigation finished?
No, so in Brazil, right?
Sorry, Anthony. You said Anthony's back.
No way.
Wait, the investigation was finished for him?
Yeah, in Brazil. So, like in Brazil, like his investigation was kind of cleared up.
The investigation is still pending, but like he had voluntarily went to the police in the UK.
Oh,
and was released and so United released a statement on their website that basically said he's back in training. So
but Anthony still for me, like the guy doesn't offer anything. Garnacho possibly, but for me he's too young. He seems his best is when he comes off the bench. Still, he doesn't look good when he's starting. So that's the problem. As much as we slate Marcus Rashford here, he is the best out of a bad bunch of attackers, and that's the unfortunate truth for United.
And this is why I'm sorry.
Wait, hold on. I'm going to Gullet, and I'll take your dubs, guys. Gullet, talk to me.
Can I speak on this?
Yeah,
Michael,
RDS, BMF, and J2S. This is me being completely honest, bro, and this is no bias. We're talking about football here. The reason why me, HH, and you guys actually love the Premier League is because Man United had their stamp in the Premier League, bro. Honestly speaking. So if we talk about football, right? Since Fergie, there has never been no identity with Man United. Man United tried to throw money on positions. I'm talking about like in terms of the league positioning, or winning a cup, or winning maybe a Europa League. They always try to throw money. And we have been the victims of that. And HH can be my witness.
Okay, but Gullet,
we did it.
No. Okay, let me just ask a quick question. Do you think Fergie's success was based on United having an identity, or just how good Fergie was as a man manager and how adaptable he was? And how he was able to be a chameleon?
No, he was a great man manager. Especially, I don't know if you saw the latest Rio Ferdinand interviews. I'm not talking about the Filthy Fella. The Filthy Fella's interviews. But even in his own podcast, he said that there was a certain identity that was known for Man United as a team. And if you couldn't handle the pressure, you wouldn't be picked for the team. So what I'm saying is, since David Moyes, HH, think about this, and Man United fans can vouch or tell me if I'm wrong. They tried to throw money at the problem since David Moyes, because David Moyes was like the litmus test. And as soon as he finished sixth, they kicked him out like there's no tomorrow. And then all of a sudden, any other coach that came after him, I'm talking about Van Gaal and Cole, everything, money was thrown at the problem. So since that time until now, the only genuine coach that didn't try to throw money at the problem was Ten Hag. And Ten Hag is getting his advice from Fergie. Ironically, they're having long dinners, not in a bad way, and I'm not questioning the dinners, bro. But what I'm saying is, knowing that you have the opportunity to speak to a legend that can advise you in how to deal with a big club like Man United is not a bad thing. but at least try and stamp your authority and your identity in the team.
Good. See, this is where I disagree, right? When people try to say their identity. See, what Eric Ten Hag has done, the places he's brought in, I can see what he's trying to do. But the fact, especially this season, I can see, oh yeah, he's trying to play, you brought Nanani, you brought Mount, you brought Rasmus, and yeah, I can see what he's trying to do. But the problem is the injuries that literally cost us so much that he's having to tweak and change system every game, every week. We literally went from playing, for a 4-3-3 to a 4-4-2 diamond. Like, we literally, that's the thing.
No, but my thing though is you can't compare everyone to Fergie, who we already consider is one of the greatest managers of all time. So you saying Fergie, and I say, do you know who Fergie is? Fergie, he's literally one of the greatest managers of all time. So it is unfair to even try to compare or get Ten Hag to emulate Fergie. You can't. Yeah. We are in 2023, and Ten Hag isn't Fergie because 99% of managers is not Fergie.
Can I say something?
Okay, wait,
one second.
I'll come to it. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Nomad, I'm not trying to compare. But what I'm saying is, Ten Hag, when he came to Man United, he tried to stamp his authority and his identity. And within the first 4 games, he realized he couldn't do that. So even the formations that Ten Hag is playing now, he have never played it ever in his coaching career.
No, yes. Stop it.
No. I'm talking about Ajax. I'm talking about when he was Bayern Munich's assistant manager.
Yeah, he's been playing. Like what you're seeing in United right now, the 3-1-6, the 4-4-2 diamond. He's been playing it. Like he's been doing this since Bayern, since Ajax days. Like you can go ask Ajax fan.
BMF, he doesn't have the personnel. He realized he doesn't have the personnel.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he changed. No, think about this. That's why he changed after the first 4 games, bro. After the first 4 games in the Premier League, when he was signed as a coach, you remember what happened, especially against Brighton and Brentford.
Yeah.
After the first 4 games, the guy has been playing on a quick counter attack formation.
And the reason why
that is not. No. Ten Hag is a
that's where I do agree with you, because and that is what I would say the issue is that I thought the idea to bring in Ten Hag was I am going to stick to a footballing philosophy. No matter what, we're going to stick to a footballing philosophy. Come rain, sun. Basically, look at what Andrew's doing. But this is what I feel. I feel Ten Hag was, it's Manchester United. Because of the guys of Man United and the pressure of Man United, he felt that, no, I've got to get. Rather than philosophy, I've got to now employ get here, which is just by any means necessary, get the Dubinsky. And I think that's what he did, which gave United 3rd and a trophy, which United fans were not expecting. It's like, oh, bro, let me just, because I'm at Man United, I'm not afforded the same luxuries at Ajax. And because I have to now be a disciplinarian, carry the same standards, and carry on the beacon of this legendary club that has this massive standards, much higher than Ajax on a global platform, I have to now be a lot more geared and a lot more malleable in my tactics because it's about winning rather than the philosophy. And I just believe that Ten Hag, I think you were brought here for your philosophy, because I thought that it did work with Mourinho, it did work with Ole, it did work with Van Gaal, start from scratch, build something and see where things are. Just build something, live and die by your philosophy, and then go through via that.
And this is why I was like, this is my question to United fans, right? I was like, I'm not Ten Hag guy. That's why I want to stay and build stuff. I'm like, I'm ready to write up this season. Like, if we finish 8th this season, right, and the property Glazers sell the club and we get to rebuild again and sell a couple of players, I'm fine with that. I want a long-term success. That's why, because people trying to say, sacking Eric Ten Hag doesn't solve this issue at all. Like, Ten Hag has made mistakes. But the problem is, what has happened in that for the past couple of years that they've not given the manager the time to say, no, I've made them say this couple of signings cannot replace them. Look at Pep, right? But look at you can name 10 signings Pep has made that were terrible, that didn't work at all. But he was given the right and the freedom to say, you know what, I could go change that. That's the difference between everybody and Pep in the league. He can go and rectify his mistakes.
Okay, so let me just quickly come to Mike and really take it up. So, Mike, talk to me. Your thoughts on this?
What a it could have been a glorious day had Liverpool won, but it's still glorious. after United beat Crystal Palace in the League Cup, what was it, 3-0? I saw like a lot of their fans going crazy, like, oh, look at the beautiful football. We scored 3 goals. You know, it's a good feeling. They got back down to reality today. I didn't watch the game against Crystal Palace, but now I just see a lot of fans immediately. They're just saying, oh, Rashford and Bruno, as soon as they come back into the starting 11, we lose. If you guys didn't have these players last season, would you have made top 4? That's a question mark. Look at Rashford. Look at the amount of goals he got you guys last season in crucial games, especially when it was 1-0 or 2-1 victory. Rashford got you the goals and he dragged you out of those situations. But I've always been consistent with Man United. The biggest problem for United is the owners, because the system that they have built and the structure, it all goes down. It all comes from the owners all the way down to the players. And if there's not a proper structure at the top, it's going to trickle down into how they're playing and then the whole environment. So that's the biggest problem for United. They have to get rid of the owners. But you cannot be... This is their worst start in 34 years. Is that correct?
Yeah, 34 years.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
That's not United. That's that's not looking good for Ten Hag right now. I said this last week when we were after the game against Burnley, and I asked BMF if Bruno can lead United to a league title, and he said yes.
Oh, no.
Lead. Okay?
Yeah,
So
I remember that as well.
now we're going to go back to Ten Hag, and he's going to go to playing good football. It's now going to be good football.
Wait, did you actually say that?
Yeah, he did, J2. So now it's just going to go back to good football, just getting the results, and there's not going to be any playing style until the players come back. Now, I know, obviously, Lisandro Martinez is injured. They don't have a left back. But if I look at the other injuries, you know, okay, Wan-Bissaka could probably start. You know, Diallo, who had a really good season with Sunderland last year. You know, you still have most of your starting 11 guys. Like, you still have Casemiro, you have Varane, you upgraded in the goalkeeper, you got Rashford, Bruno. Like, you still got majority of your starting 11. Obviously, you're missing the left back, but you cannot be losing to Roy Hodgson at home. Roy Hodgson is 76 years old with a piss bag.
Wait, come on, Charles. Respect your others.
This guy has been managing since 1976. HH had hair then.
I wasn't born then, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure they installed a stairlift at the game.
I mean, but this is
J2S.
People say this, but then I say, but in his last 5 appearances with Crystal Palace Old Trafford, he's not lost.
Yeah, let's give the whole team respect, bro.
So,
he's actually dunked us a lot.
He's actually dunked us quite a lot. So it's like, if anything, I think we should have underestimated Roy Hodgson given that history. But anyway, go on, Mike.
But another problem is that you sign players like Rasmus Haaland, and I think Haaland will come good for United, but there's going to be so much pressure on the kid to get goals because there's no other goal scorers on Manchester United.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's going to be all this pressure on this 20-year-old kid. If he has a bad game, a lot of eyeballs are going to be on him, where there shouldn't really be, especially for a 20-year-old was just playing in Austria last season. Yeah. Come on. Like,
Mike, you know what the problem is?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, Mike, you know what the problem is? You see the issue that we had in Chelsea, where since Diego Costa, we never had a prolific striker, which means the reason why these kind of issues occur is because there is no connection between the midfield and the attack. The last time we had a connection between the midfield and the attack was Fabregas. Now, the same issue is in Man United. This is why Rasmus Haaland will struggle, bro.
No. And also, do you know what I say? And I think this is actually a very important thing. 2 positions where you need an experienced player for me: central defender, attacker. I think those 2 positions, it is imperative you have somebody that is experienced. Because
but what does experience mean? What, 25, 28 years old?
Yeah.
Because Haaland destroyed that myth last season.
Haaland is an anomaly.
That's the different one.
No. But the reason, no, guys.
No. Because wait, hold up. You see, because again, like we can't use guys like a Messi thingy because they're guys or like a Maldini. Like, bro, Maldini was a don as a teenager. Okay, so guys like a Maldini and a Haaland, those are anomalies and unicorns. I think that, bro, because I didn't know this dude was 20. And also, let's be real, he looks young. Good, bro. He already looks better than Martial. But I'm like, bro, a 20-year-old can't be your main striker for the season. That's crazy.
No, HH he can. No, HH he can. But the only way that he can actually perform, or even if Man United as a team can have a chance to actually challenge for the league, is for them to have a prolific number 10. The problem with Pep's system is there is always a number 10 to feed Haaland. There's nobody to feed anybody in the other teams.
The problem with Haaland is like this guy last year was literally playing for Sturm Graz. I mean, I watched him at FC Copenhagen when he was 18 years old. You can see there's a talent there, but he has to build his game and build his game. Literally, he just went from playing bums in Austria to now playing in the Premier League against Joachim Andersen and a physical Crystal Palace side.
Yeah, but so Mike, Bruno is supposed to be. Yeah, but Bruno is supposed to be the creative outlet.
Don't start me on that. I had a whole debate on that.
No. Let's be honest. No. HH. Let's be honest. If Bruno didn't get forced to defend more than attack, he is supposed to be the link between the midfield to the attack.
Think about it. Are you telling me that Bruno Fernandes is now in number 10 you can rely upon for a whole season?
No. HH, if he had the freedom to express himself as a number 10, then fine.
No. You
do not want
Bruno. If that's the case, Gullard, you still
let me land.
What about the your point, Gullard, but what about the wingers though? Why is Marcus
Rashford
playing?
Let me land ideas.
Okay,
you remember what happened to Chelsea since Diego Costa? Look at the amount of strikers we had, and there has never been an outlet. The reason why is the midfield is always tend to be deeper than usual. At least if we had an out-and-out number 8, forget about number 10. If we had an out-and-out number 8 that has the common sense to get close to the box at the right moment, creatively, then there would be a link between the midfield and that. The same issue right now is in Man United.
They said I should give you a red. They're looking for a double break. But keep going. I'm just saying what the streets are saying, but keep going.
No. Listen.
No. I'm just saying what the streets are saying, but keep going.
Come on. You slap me and then you tell me keep going.
No, I'm just saying this is just saying that's double break and I should give you a red, but keep going.
No, think about it though, bro. The reason why any of our attacks never worked, even this season, the reason why Nicholas Jackson wasn't able.
You cannot be advocating for Bruno being a number 10 that you can rely upon for a whole season.
Fair. That's fair.
This is why I agree with you as a Bruno fan, right? Yes, he creates a lot of chances. You can't rely on him throughout the whole season. Like that's a simple fact.
No, BMF.
Wait, did you just say you're a Bruno fan?
Wait, BMF. You said Rashford could. He said Bruno can lead you to a title. So BMF, I needed to.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait.
That's backtracking. That's backtracking.
You're a Bruno fan though.
What?
J2S. Sorry, HH. The reason why I said what I'm saying is, look at the game that Chelsea played against Brighton as an example. Look how much Jackson was struggling. And then they played a youngster as a number 10.
Oh, Cole Palmer.
And if it wasn't, guys, realistically speaking, I'm not even talking about Bruno. Bruno is more creative than Palmer. We all know this. But what I'm saying is he doesn't have the freedom to be able to create because his defensive responsibilities are more than usual because of Ten Hag's pragmatic way.
No, just on that, you do not want Bruno to be expressive and free.
Yeah, you don't want.
Yeah, bro, that is the worst version of Bruno. This guy is Mr. Hot Potato. He is just going to long shot everything.
Guys, are you guys forgetting that the only assist? In terms of assist, the only player from Man United that got close to De Bruyne was Bruno in the last two seasons.
See, that was a whole different system because he was not even playing.
And he was playing from deep.
He was playing as like a shadow striker.
Yeah,
he
was that far up. He was always in the box. Your number 10 is not meant to be always in the box, running off to the cross.
Fine.
Wait, hold on. I need to
but it's because of Ten Hag.
So shout out to boy Nate. 19-year-old me drops a 3-piece on 2018 Argentina. Nate, relax. Nate, stop it. Stop it. No, you don't. Nate, stop it. No, you don't. You don't. No, you don't. So don't do that. Shout to King Stash. Shout to King Stash. Haaland did nothing at Dortmund. No, that's wrong, because last I checked, he dropped a 2-piece against PSG in the UCL knockout round. He now has Pep, the GOAT manager that wins every year. What treble-winning managers have Mbappe had before and Enrique? Look, we are not even going to compare which manager had what, which manager had what, because I, as a football fan, I'm not putting Mbappe and Haaland in the same discussion. I'm not. Haaland is an outright goal scorer. Mbappe is a GOAT. Potential. So GOAT potential, outside goal scorer.
One is the Champions League.
Just quickly on that super chat, Mbappe's had the choice to leave PSG, but he's chosen to stay there.
No. You see, thank you, J Swiss on the money. As much as Mbappe, if that guy signs a contract extension, Mbappe FC is going to be.
He's gonna sign a contract extension.
It's going to be bumped that way. If Mbappe gets kicked out, if he gets burned down, I am going to live stream me burning down Mbappe FC. I'm going to live stream it.
Wait, you're gonna burn it French style.
So next summer we're gonna see HH burn down Mbappe FC. I'm prepared for that live stream.
Wait, hold on. So how Snowbone is 2021. Ole bought CR Kelly and ruined Rashford and Martial. Now 2023, Ten Hag buys Haaland and ruins Rashford and Sancho. Black man can never. Okay, look.
Wait, Sancho killed himself.
Look at the profile pic.
Okay,
why are you using that?
These snow bunnies accuse are okay. Look, can someone just talk?
Can I say something?
Nomad, please, Nomad, just talk, please, Nomad, please.
Yeah, I listened to what Gullit was saying about the technical aspects of Man United, the creative aspects, that no matter how inexperienced your number 9 is, you need a profession creator to take the burden of your young and inexperienced number 9, But I think the problem with Man United is much deeper than that, The problem is with the lack of standards. You are Manchester United. You're one of the biggest clubs in the world, the biggest brands in world football, one of the highest revenues as well, right? They're always in the top 2, top 3, minimum.
Yes.
No matter what happens. So after a misery compared to their image and their reputation, most of the fans, most of their football directors, most of the club staff, all they're asking for is let's just finish the top 4. Let's get out of the group stages or whatever. Let's see what we can do in the FA Cup, and then it's fine. We'll see in the summer who we can bring in. Where is the the almost the feverish sort of an obsession with we are Manchester United. We are supposed to compete for each and every single title, each and every single season, no matter what, no matter who the manager is, no matter who the players are. This is Manchester United.
The issue with that, Nomad. The issue with that is this: you have to look at the past, because Nomad, you see, hence why I say, as much as I think Moyes should have had an extra year, they had that mentality back in 2013 with Moyes when he got sacked after one season. But when you look at what's happened with Moyes, Van Gaal, Mourinho, especially Ole, especially Rangnick, there comes a time where, okay, we have to revitalize, because Nomad, Real Madrid never went through the kind of embarrassments and the low points that United have been in the past few years. So
because we have standards.
What?
Because we have standards.
Yeah,
we can never go down.
Who sets out those standards?
No.
No. HH is right. HH is right.
It happened. No. They had standards back then, but for whatever reason, things just went pear-shaped. Things just went badly, and maybe you just have a sack process. And also, maybe maybe you're right. Maybe that's where the whole Ole thing comes through. Because Ole said, he's made things better. It's a lovely atmosphere. And maybe by Ole coming in, and specifically Rio and Scholes not holding Ole accountable because he was a friend.
No. I can actually answer this question for a simple story. I actually run like an Airbnb in my house as part of a business, and I might have said this like
congratulations
on the channel. Thanks, mate. I actually had an agent, a Turkish agent, actually stay in the Airbnb lodging because he was going to the Newcastle game to speak with one of the owners, and he's actually one of the agents, one of the Nigerian. It's when I said the Nigerian, one of the Nigerian players. Anyway, long story short of it. So long story short of it, he said that like back around about, I think it was 2015 sort of time, he went to Manchester United. He went to Manchester United. They often invite them sometimes, you know, for presentations, all the rest of it, to see what's going on in the club. And bearing in mind, this is an agent. He's been to different clubs. He's gone around, etc. He's on town. And I still remember to this day, he was shocked because from top to bottom, everything, even when he saw what the players were getting, it was all about business. It was all about money. Yes, of course, you can talk about winning tricks, but there wasn't really an emphasis in the presentation they got about winning, about we need to win the Champions League, we need to win the Premier League. It was all about, oh, but look at United have this amount of social media engagement to this particular one. I know United are the best selling shirt sales and United, that was where the emphasis was. So from his point of view, it was like he was shocked because it was kind of like, I mean, I know United's a big club. I didn't expect everything internally to be focused more on the business aspect than the football aspect compared to all the other clubs that he was in. And that's the reality. So, and to answer Nomad's question, it's not a question about standards. It's a question about priorities. The reality is the priorities from the top to bottom is we don't really care whether United win trophies or not. What we care about is whether the milk, the cheddar comes in. And as soon as the cheddar doesn't come in, then that's when we'll start to say, okay, we need to give Ten Hag money. Okay, maybe we need to sell the club. Okay, we need to do something.
No, but RDS, you as a United fan, knowing that you want your team to do well, let's be completely honest here. What is the best formation for Ten Hag moving forward?
I mean,
that's it. Like this period, right? Because of the injuries, right? Just try and get as much wins as much as possible, like December, to all your players are coming back.
Probably a 4-2-3-1, probably.
Yeah, because
we also have to take interest into account.
Exactly.
But no,
J2S hit it on the head.
Into account.
J2S hit the nail on the head because everybody is looking for Rashford to create, but Rashford gets greedy sometimes. The best formation that they can play is 4-2-3-1. Casemiro doesn't have the legs.
And is that taking injuries into account?
Yes. Casemiro doesn't have the legs. He needs support. Amrabat can play with him as a double pivot. And you can play Bruno as a number 10. And you got the wingers too.
So if you play with the injuries 4-2-3-1, who's the three? Who's the three? Okay, who plays on the left then?
If Rashford is out right now, it's Garnacho. 100%.
Yeah. No, who's playing at left back?
You mean left back?
Yeah, who's playing left back?
We don't have anyone on left back. It's going to be Amrabat again because we're going to.
What happened to that Spanish guy you guys got from Tottenham?
He's injured.
Yeah, Reguilon's injured.
No.
Who? Reguilon.
Yes.
Yeah,
Reguilon's injured.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so shout out to your boy King Stash. Man United's identity was Sir Alex. There we go.
Yeah, exactly.
When he left, we tried to be Real Madrid. What is Real Madrid's identity? They buy superstars that can play any system. United buy for clout, Sanchez, CSF. See, Stash hit it on the money, and good. This is your answer. The identity was the man himself.
Yeah.
So
that's the problem.
So you can't copy the man, and which is why I said, like, once Fergie left, it was always going to be a tall order. Like, you see, if you're going to go back into hindsight, you had to give him more time. But we're looking at it through the eyes of 2023. Back in 2013, you had to sack Moyes based on the crazy high standards that Fergie left there.
But HH, how long are they going to throw money at the problem?
Exactly.
We've been through it with Chelsea.
The money is
and we never won.
That's what they're chosen to sell.
Yeah, the money.
No, but J2S, we did the same thing since the last time we won the league as Chelsea. We've been throwing money at the problem, and nothing has been going on.
No, there's no money.
The whole point is you have to. If you're going to use money, you have to have structure with that money. You can just chuck money and it won't work. But if you have structure,
but structure means identity.
Then you'll see something that come from you. Look at Man City. They've chucked money, but they have a structure.
No. But also, you see, the identity comes from the ownership and the structure.
True.
If the structure, as Ardit has just said, is obsessed about social media clicks, media, and everything, how the hell do you have an identity? The footballing identity goes hand in hand with the ownership and the structure.
Also, the footballing identity of a club has to be aligned from board to manager to player to everyone.
Exactly. Like, I'll ask the Chelsea fans. I was going to say, I'll ask the Chelsea fans in here: who set the identity for your football club for the past 20 years?
Well, Brahmi.
Yeah, exactly.
We kept on throwing money at the problem. It has worked most of the time, thanks to
Bram's
luck.
identity. It wasn't like tiki-taka, it was to win.
But let's be
Chelsea's
honest.
identity was win. At any cost to win.
But Gullit,
win
do you
or
think
die.
That's identity now was the same as it was under Bram?
No. RDS. RDS. What we're trying to say is, we don't want your club to go through the same path. Because think about it. Since Van Gaal all the way down to Ten Hag, you've been trying to throw money at the problem. We did it. Thank God it worked for us.
What I'm trying to tell you right now is that there's no money left. Like, the money is literally gone. We literally have no money. Like,
no. But I think, Gullit, I think the point is, the way you miss it is the ownership dictates how the club moves and the identity of the club.
Actually, it's not even the ownership, because remember, the owners aren't even there 80% of the time.
But the owners are the people that
No, but that's to say.
I'm saying the administration. So it's Richard.
But who hires the administration?
Richard Arnold.
And who vets the administration?
It's not Richard Arnold. Richard Arnold is just literally represent the Glazers. Like, the Glazers are the one that hired Ed Woodward to run things in the football club. That's not like the Richard Arnold is just representing the Glazers, because if we try, let's say we're trying to sign a player right now, Richard Arnold doesn't make it to say, no, let's go sign the player. He has to take that message and send to the Avram Glazer or Joe Glazer and say, oh yeah, they're trying to sign this, do this. It's like Richard Arnold doesn't do anything. It's just the CEO name is it doesn't mean much.
Right, hold on. Let me just because that's more. So David C, expecting 5-star standards from which level to bro? Yeah, I mean that's the thing.
David C, man.
Okay, so let me just
Wenger.
Quick thing. Oh, no. Let's watch because we have to move real quick. So
move on.
Now what's it called? So let me come to your boy AK. So AK, do we need to give Lautaro an apology?
Yeah.
9 goals. He dropped a 4-piece.
I'm not gonna give that bum an apology until
no. AK, he's on 9 goals.
I couldn't give.
He has more than
I couldn't care less. The guy tried to sabotage Lionel's World Cup. And I'm not finished. I'm not finished. The guy also sabotaged Pep's the guy sabotaged an Inter Milan victory and gave Pep a treble.
He gave Pep a treble. He gave Pep a treble and you not support.
Okay, so there's nothing.
Don't hold to the pass. Don't hold on to the pass, man.
No. So it's not. There's nothing you can do to win back your love. Nothing.
There is one thing he can do.
Which is what?
Get Inter Milan to a CL final and actually win it for them. That's what he can do.
That's crazy.
That's what he can do. Crazy. Because this guy, he is the most inconsistent, most small game.
AK, come on, AK.
He is
I know you hate the ball fraud. We all do. But let's be completely honest.
This guy sabotaged. This guy tried his best. This guy tried his best Higuain impression for trying to ruin Messi's World Cup. That's number 1. That's his strike 1. Strike 2. This guy tried to ruin. This guy gave Pep a treble. Strike 2. Now, if you want to overturn those strikes,
4 goals off the bench and your boy Thuram.
I couldn't care. Who did he play against? Who did he play against? He played against Salernitana. My mother could score 3 goals against Salernitana.
You can only beat what's in front of you.
No. He's a purple patch merchant. That's what he is. I won't respect Lautaro or Lukaku unless they do
we're not talking about
Lukaku
though.
Lukaku, he's Indian Super League level. But
we're not doing that.
Whoa, the Indian Super
League. So my thing. Okay, look.
Excuse me.
Wasn't Pires playing there at 38?
Okay, so
No, it's not.
Wait. Who is repping Lautaro? I need someone to rep Lautaro.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I'll rep him.
J2S.
No. I don't trust J2S. Okay, good. Rep Lautaro.
No, to be honest, with Lautaro.
Good. What's happening to your mic, bro? What the heck?
Yeah, sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, sorry, man. To be honest, bro, let's be completely honest, guys. Which was the last out-and-out forward that could score goals as much as Lautaro in Argentina? We saw what Higuain did, guys. We saw what Higuain did, right? And Messi had to be covering that position for a very long time. And if I have to put my money on a striker for Argentina, it's gonna be Lautaro. There's no one else.
Putting it on the guy who scored 4 goals in the World Cup, same as Olivier Giroud.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Good. Hold up. Now we love Lautaro. We're not putting Lautaro over Alvarez. We're not doing that.
I think that was just a purple patch, though.
No, HH.
Yeah, well, no.
HH, the reason.
Are you putting Lautaro over Alvarez? Yes or no?
Yes.
There's a break.
Jesus.
Can I respond just like HH says? Can I respond?
Well, the answer is
let him respond.
No.
HH, let me respond.
Okay.
This guy have been through so much pain because he have lost so many finals for so many teams. And this brings experience, bro. I understand that Alvarez, because of Pep's system, he has that kind of confidence oozing from him. I understand. And he can be, how can I say this to you? A player that could change the trajectory of a game. But when it comes to Lautaro had, if he didn't learn from his lessons after what he did in the Champions League final, and even in the World Cup final, then I don't know what to say about him. But now I'll put my money on him because I'm hoping that he learned from his lesson. This is why he's on top of the league in Serie A this season. This shows you that there is somebody that's trying to make all his wrongs right. So give him some time.
That's too much of a risk, bro. It's too much of a
give
risk.
Give him some time, He's already on top of the league.
No. He's doing well right now, and I see. Good, you just went a bridge too far. I'm like, he deserves a little bit of love based on just how well he started the season. But I think it's a bit too far to now say he should be put ahead of Alvarez, who I still have way more trust in Alvarez than I do Lautaro Martinez. And Martinez needs to do a lot more, way more, before I now have faith upon him. Alvarez,
yeah, but HH, how old is Martinez? How old is he?
What? I don't care.
How old is he?
I don't care. Like, for me, I couldn't care whether he's 30, 40, 20. All I care about is that
the guy's 25,
you're really good. But I've seen you. I've yet to see Julian Alvarez as bad as Martinez has been. I've yet to see that. And we all saw what that guy did at a World Cup.
But HH, that's what I'm saying.
Messi owes a lot to Bloody Alvarez for that World Cup. He owes a heck of a lot. Okay. So my thing is, let's just pump the brakes.
I said give him some time. That's all I said. All I said was give him some time because maybe he learned from his lesson.
Him over Alvarez. Just so that you'd pick him over Alvarez. That's what you just said.
Yes, because HH, as a football fan, I'm hoping that he learned from his mistake. And let's be completely honest, HH.
So
when it comes to Alvarez and Martinez, he's a better finisher than Alvarez.
So you're picking him out of hope. Wait, hold up. He's a better finisher than Alvarez.
No. I said in terms of finishing, he's better than Martinez. I mean, sorry, he's better than Alvarez, HH.
That's a break.
So that's not a break, bro. That's the truth.
You just said better finishing than Alvarez.
One second, DMF. No, HH, let's be honest. Do you remember the season when he was playing with Lukaku as a double striker? Have you seen his finishes in that season, HH?
I've also seen his misses as well.
He missed a 1v1 in the UCL final.
That's fine. I'm hoping that he learned from his lesson.
No, good. You can't say he missed a 1v1 in the UCL final and say, oh, that's fine. No,
He
UCL final.
I see where Goulet's trying to say. I'm seeing that Goulet's saying that Lautaro deserves a chance at redeeming himself.
Well,
Elijah,
Elijah. Elijah, I agree. Elijah, I agree. But
thank you, Elijah.
No. Elijah, deserving a chance is one thing. Saying that I pick you ahead of Julian Alvarez and you're a better finisher than Julian Alvarez, that's a whole different thing.
Let me explain
is a better finisher than him.
Let me explain the way I look at things. If you make a mistake, my personal thought is that I expect you to make up for your mistake by trying that thing again and being successful at it. That's why I'm saying, Lautaro, get to the UCL final again and score and be clutch.
AK, he's already on top of Serie in terms of goals. You don't know what he's going to do in the next 2-3 seasons.
Well,
we could be swallowing our words, bro.
Wait, hold on. Jason West, what's it? Jason talking about Jason West.
Yeah, I just said he scored a clutch penalty in the penalty shoot against the Netherlands, didn't he? Did Alvarez do that?
Alvarez scored a clutch goal against Croatia in the semi-finals.
What's a high pressure situation?
I'll give it no. There's a clutch penalty. Okay, I'll give you half. I'll give you like a little dub for that.
Yeah, and also Alvarez can't look at Martinez in the face when it comes to the Copa Americas.
Oh wow. Okay, wait. So let's just last thing before we go. So guys, let's say a simple question here. Does Wenger deserve more love? Because here's my thing.
Yes.
Are we going to see? And I want to come first to Elijah with this. And shout out and Streets, please talk to me here. Are we going to get another invincible in our lifetime? Do you think that in a lifetime we'll see another team go invincible in the Premier League? Because people kept saying, "Oh, it's going to be Liverpool, it's going to be City, it's going to be Liverpool," and people were convinced it was going to be the City team, but they lost. And we all know that Arsenal and Tottenham ain't going unbeaten. So yet again, insulting for only one, say, "Oh, look at all the draws. Look how many points you got." They're still the only team in the Premier League era to go unbeaten, and it's not easy. Nope. I'm sorry, say which one. It is not easy to win a title and nobody beats you in 38 games. So Elijah, does Wenger need more credit, and do you think anybody's going to emulate the Invincibles?
I believe that it's more possible to get 100 points than to go undefeated or unbeaten.
Yes.
I believe he deserves more credit because of. If I say this, people are going to attack me, but I'm not going to say it. It's a very difficult thing because you also have to recognize that, players may be injured. You have to deal with things like suspensions and stuff like that. Like, I understand. I think the closest team, in my opinion, that came close to that was our 1920 squad, if it wasn't for goddamn Watford. Because at that point, we were 27 wins, a draw, and no defeats. I mean, that's 10 games away. I think that's the closest I've seen so far. Well, after City, because City also wasn't near, but they lost a few. That's a very difficult thing to do, and I will always give him credit for that. My issue is with Arsenal fans. They, if I could say this, they would. If I say blow it out of proportion, that is kind of messed up. But when a lot of times that's the only thing you can latch onto, then that kind of removes the glimmer out of it. Because a lot of Arsenal fans are just like, "Well, we went undefeated. We didn't lose."
But it's a flex, though. It is a flex.
It's a flex. But when you look at Wenger's time as a whole, are we just going to remember him just for invincibility?
No, he gave us peak comedy, man.
That's facts, though. No, Hamza's 100% right.
He keeps saying it was invincible over the treble.
No. See, Josh, I like this energy. Bro.
Of course, and you have the right to.
No. Because you see, my thing. That's why I always put up that tweet. I always put up that tweet with Wenger with his little golden trophy because gotta be real. Once a team goes invincible, then those invincibles are done. Then you can't they can call themselves invincibles because my thing is that people say, it's overhyped, this or that.
No, but
it's still the only team who have gone invincible in the Premier League.
It's until the next team does it, though. Remember, even if it's not in our lifetime, but if it's in our kids' lifetime, if my kids get to see another team go undefeated.
Oh, then that's invincible.
That's another one. Yeah, because for me, I just don't like it when it's the only thing. Let's say when people can put things on the table, I don't want that to be the only thing Wenger puts on the table.
That's the only thing.
No. Look. You can talk about how Wenger he changed the culture of football. The way the football was being played and the impact of that team, and also let us be real. He was largely responsible of a guy we all consider the greatest player in Premier League history, Henry. So, and we're changing him from a winger to a complete striker. But my thing though is, you can't. It's a flex. No one beat me.
Look at it this way. I look at it like this.
Okay. Isn't Floyd Mayweather's record a flex?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
People call him a defensive boxer.
No. But see, Mayweather is a perfect example. We all agree that pound for pound, Roy Jones is better. Ali is more liked. Sugar Ray Robertson is seen as pound for pound even better. So there are many boxers that people consider more exciting, way better than thingy. But Mayweather is unique to say, no one beats me. 50 tried, 50 failed. No one beat me.
I mean, what if
that's a flex?
But then what if, for example, Tyson Fury, say for example, because Tyson Fury is going to fight Usyk. Tyson Fury beats Usyk, and then Tyson Fury says, "Well, I'm done." All right. Well, you're one of the few heavyweights to be undefeated in the modern era.
It's a flex. But see, if you see, boxing is different because you see, there's a bit more context to boxing because it's like, who did you fight?
Exactly.
When did you fight them, and how good were they when you fought them? But the thing with football is this: is that when we consider how tough the Premier League was back then, and we just look at how competitive it was back then, and this was during the Fergie era, to go undefeated was pretty tough. Because see, the thing though is, we see how lopsided. It's only the hell. Because, so we see how lopsided like the Serie is, and how Juve went undefeated. But for me, it doesn't mean much because of how much power they have in Serie. But in the Premier League, in how the money is being spread, it's you have to see that you have to give more kudos.
True, but Milan had already
gone undefeated in the Premier League.
But in terms of Serie A, Milan had already gone undefeated before in the 90s. So that's not really something new in terms of Italian football. But I mean, English football, I personally believe it's a great achievement. I will not undermine it. Sorry. But I think he sacrificed the other tournaments so he could be able to complete that. Because if you went undefeated, like perfect, as in like invincible, treble, quadruple, all right, that's a different story.
But that's impossible.
He sacrificed those so he could be able to get that done. I give him credit for that, but I'm not. I just think Arsenal fans shouldn't flex, but like don't.
That's the only thing they have. Like they can't say nothing else about what they've done in the game. Like,
but BMF, you have to admit that it's a flex.
Yeah. It's the same way with Steve, right? When Steve won the treble, right? I go like I can't flex. We can't like you can't really flex a treble like that anymore because
see, now that's the beauty there. A flex is something that no one else has done within your field. You see, like that's why. So look in boxing, there are very few people who've been undefeated, and the reason now it was dodgy, it was fugazi, but the reason why Mayweather wanted to go to 50 and 51 because he wanted to beat Marciano. I think Marciano was 50. Was it 49?
Yeah,
I think Marciano was
50. I think it was 50, no?
Wait, straight talk to me. I think Marciano was 49 or for 50. And I think Mayweather with some bogus brick fighters went to 50 because he wanted to beat Marciano's record.
No, it was 49.
There we go. It was 49. And Floyd did 50. Yeah, thank you. It was 49. So my thing is that he wanted to do something where no one has ever done it. So treble is a better achievement than invincible. Of course it is. On face, of course it's because you've won. The ultimate achievement in football is the treble. That is the ultimate achievement because you conquered all three different competitions. So that's the best. But what was it?
I think the quad is also.
The quad is impossible. I believe that the quad is impossible.
It's only been done 6 times. It's only been done 6 times.
But I think, but the quarter in the modern era is impossible. I believe in this modern era, it's impossible.
Like, yeah.
So my thing is that the greatest achievement of any team is the treble. So teams who won the treble, you've reached literally footballing nirvana. But the thing though is, as I said, that the invincible is not the greatest football achievement. I think it's a flex. And what's a flex? I've done something you haven't done. So it's a flex. Once someone goes invincible, that's it. Arsenal are done. Then you have nothing to flex about.
Are we really repping 12 draws?
JSOS. We are repping. No. Because yes, 12 draws. Wow, that was a lot of draws. But JSOS, no one beat me. No one beat me.
Yeah, but the whole thing is between that is because if you ask Arsenal fans, because they went out to Chelsea, I believe, in that season, the 03-04 with the invincible season, you always ask them, would you swap the Invincibles to go and win that Champions League? Because that was the season Porto in it, and that was weak.
Yeah.
And then you had Mourinho that came after. So you winning that Invincibles then created Mourinho because you went out to the Chelsea in Champions League. And it all went on from there. If you always ask Arsenal, would these... It's not even the best Arsenal side, in my opinion. I think the double side in 98 was better than the Invincible side.
Yeah. You could argue that. Yeah. Because that's Tony Adams, Dixon, and all those dudes. Okay, but that's
can I say something?
Would Arsenal fans choose the Invincible or the UCL?
They always say the UCL because it's something they don't have.
Nah. This is what they're gonna say. They're gonna say, "Oh no, they prefer the Invincible." But in reality, though, they know they need their UCL. Like
they need the UCL.
I mean, they're never getting it anyway.
Yeah, I mean that was the best. Okay, so sorry. No matter what you say. No matter what you say.
Yeah, I think everyone is talking about the Invincibles because Man City couldn't do it, and everyone was just waiting for them to do it, and repeat that. And that's it. That's all it is. No one was talking about it when Chelsea was winning the league, when Liverpool was winning the league. It's just that there's this constant, this almost this forced narrative all across media, especially in the mainstream media, not as much as on social media, but especially on mainstream media, on the punditry and all that, that somehow the world should accept this Pep Guardiola's Man City team as the greatest club side of all time. Somehow that should happen.
True.
Somehow they should be above and beyond any arguments that could be made against them. And because that has been defeated now, because they cannot not go invincible anymore, that's why people are talking about it.
Well, no. Let's be real. I think that they are already maybe considered the greatest team in Premier League history. But even if they went to invincible, I think what we consider the best thing that we've seen, or the closest thing to a perfect team, was that Barca team. Like everyone says, like in terms of like a club said that's okay, this is probably one of the best teams we've seen is that Barca. So
I'm sorry,
even if it's invincible, they're not better than that Barcelona side.
I'm sorry. When it comes to the Premier League, let me just set the rules straight. When it comes to the Premier League, the Invincibles team is the greatest Premier League team of all time because they never lost. The second best, simple.
I mean,
what are you talking about?
When it comes to the Premier League,
it's not even the best Arsenal side.
You could get relegated and never lose. You could get relegated and never lose.
No, man. You know what?
Who could do that? Who else could do that?
No, man.
Wait, Preston offended it.
No, but what are you talking about? So because they were undefeated, they're the greatest Premier League side of all time?
No.
Sorry, no.
Just in the Premier League. And also when it comes to the overall, when you're talking about Barcelona, I'm sorry, who won back-to-back UCLs? Who won 3 UCLs in a row?
Yeah, but what did you do in the league?
Sorry, Barcelona who? Barcelona who?
No. Hold up.
Okay, sir.
No, but I know you're trolling, but let me just play.
I should have been in the last stream. Okay, I should have been on the last stream.
Okay. Let me just play a game. See, my thing here is no. Arsenal's thing is a flex, but they are not even close to being the greatest Premier League side. Because again, a team that gets 100 points is crazy. A team that concedes 15 goals only is crazy. And a team that has it's a team that wins 3 times in a row is crazy. So there are, and also it's a team that not only wins the league title, but also wins the domestic cup trophy and the Champions League. Because Nomad, I know you don't want to hear this. A treble is the greatest achievement you can have.
Yeah, because what's harder to do, a treble or go invincible?
A treble.
Okay, what's
the treble
what's harder?
is the most difficult thing to do.
No, what's harder, a treble or a back-to-back UCL?
A treble is harder. A treble is harder.
Treble is not. How many teams have trebles and how many teams have back-to-back UCL? Of course it matters. Of course it matters. That's the only thing that matters.
In UCL, you don't need to be as consistent to do a treble.
Bro, you literally how many games?
Consistent. You have to be flawless.
UCL, the UCL shows that not the best team wins it every time.
Okay, what about 3 in a row? What about 3 in a row?
No, but now you don't want to hear this. Now, I didn't want to do this, but again, you've opened up this kind of worms. I've always said that what Real Madrid did was unprecedented and amazing. In those UCLs, did you ever face Barcelona?
Because Barcelona sucked after Iniesta went.
No, but they was beating the league.
They weren't good enough. They weren't good enough to face us.
But see, no, that's the whole point. The issue with
Barcelona sucked.
The issue with this whole cup things is you don't always face certain teams, and you can go through winning a cup not facing a particular team that's maybe your bogey team. Now it's true that bogey team needs to be good enough, but what you're not going to do is say that the treble, being successful in 3 different competitions in one given season, is not the most difficult thing to do in football. What Real did is super impressive because of how rare it is. Because again, no matter, it's all about, we have to apply different words here. What Arsenal being invincible is extremely impressive. Yeah. What Real Madrid did is unprecedented and super impressive. But the most difficult thing to do is to win a treble, based on how many games you have to play in the given season.
It's like 6 teams. 6 teams is all you want done the treble. I'm mistaken, right?
Yeah,
so my thing is this, right? Win the Champions, like not the best team wins the Champions League, but the treble, right? You win the treble, we know that you're the best team in the world. Like you literally dominate your league, dominate all the competition at the same time. Like you can like so many times, like you can go back to so many times when Real Madrid did that 3-peat. They were not good in the league. Like they were not that great in the league, but they no,
but it's true. Like no matter, you have to use specific words for everything. What Real Madrid did, that is impressive. That is an impressive feat to be able to defend your title twice. But in terms of difficulty,
let me ask you a question.
No. But when you're talking about difficulty, use your logic. To win 3 trophies in one given season, given how consistent you have to be and the amount of games you have to play, that's super amazing.
Okay, now let me ask you. Okay, now let me ask you 2 questions, right? Let me ask you 2 questions. What is more impressive, winning the treble in the Premier League or winning the treble in the Dutch league?
That doesn't make sense.
What doesn't make sense? What?
No, so both the trebles count the same in 2023? Of course not, right?
No.
Of course not. Yeah, of course not. So, and also second question. No. Second question. What are you going to see next happen, right? Sooner. What are you going to see happen sooner? A treble from any team in any league or back-to-back UCLs?
That's why the treble is more harder because you can't.
No mad.
Wait.
Even no. Wait.
What are you going to watch sooner happening?
Hold on, nomad. All because we don't see it happen doesn't deny the difficulty. Did he hear what I just said? Listen, what I just said. I said that what Real Madrid did was extremely impressive and it's unprecedented.
It is unrepeatable. It is not extremely impressive. There are a lot of teams who have trebles. It is unrepeatable. It is unrepeatable. 3 in a row is unrepeatable.
I get where Nomad's coming from, HH. To me, like there's a difference. There's a difference between the best team and the hardest achievement.
True.
You can say that Madrid's UCL winning team was not the best team in the world at points when they won the UCL, but to win the UCL 3 times in a row is a harder achievement than the treble, just because of all the factors that need to go in your favor to win the UCL 3 times in a row.
Yeah, but it depends if you're going to use European Cup era as well. Because if you use European Cup era, teams are done back to back as well.
No, I'm talking about UCL era, just UCL era.
Yeah, but
that's hard to do because you're choosing a specified time.
Yeah, see, and yeah, that's the thing. Why? Okay, why do we have to discount the European Cup era? Why?
Okay,
Why?
5 in a row. 5 in a row. 5 in a row.
No, man. We're not repping Franco.
Even if you,
Okay, 5 in a row.
Okay,
no, man. We're not repping a dictator or
I'll
a
not
fascist.
use the General Franco's era. I'll look at the European Cup. Ajax and Bayern Munich are the only other teams to do 3 in a row. There are more than 3 teams to win a treble. So for me, it's the hardest achievement because the amount of things that need to go in your favor just to win it, just to maintain it.
I got a question.
You can lose games and win a treble.
No, but okay, okay, so you know what I've always said? This is what I've always said. The best representation of how good a team is a league.
Exactly.
Now, I give more kudos to a cup competition at UCL based on just how haphazard it is and the small margin of error. So because of the small margin of error of a cup, that's why I just prefer the UCL because it's more dud. But if I'm being objective, the best representation of how good a team is a league. Because why do we have best of 7 series? A best of 7, no arguments. Bro, a team could just have a bad day. Now, I personally, for me, just me personally, I prefer that one game, winner takes all one game. Get it done. Doesn't matter. I prefer that. But take my bias out of it. Objectively speaking, a best of 5, a best of 7, 38 games. Where a team who comes through that, there's no denying. So a league, a best of 5, a best of 7 is the best representation of who is the best team, objectively speaking.
It is. I'm sorry. You can suck in the league. You can suck in the league half of the season and still manage to win the league. It doesn't make you, impressive. A lot of teams do that.
But you still need to win a whole bunch
You
of
cannot
games.
suck.
What are
You cannot
talking
suck.
about?
You cannot suck in the UCL. You cannot suck in the UCL. You cannot suck in the UCL.
Nomad. Why haven't Real Madrid ever won the treble in the UCL?
Because we don't consider the Copa del Rey an actual trophy, unfortunately.
Yeah, but you won it last year.
It doesn't make
so
sense.
it then.
Nomad. It's the
wait, but you won it last year, so didn't it count then?
I don't care about it either. Yeah.
So you don't care about the
treble.
So you don't care. So the Copa del Rey didn't matter when you won it last year then.
It was okay, but I would have preferred the league, obviously.
Because HH.
I don't care about it. Really.
You can suck and win the UCL. Look at the UCLs we won in this era in 05 and in 2019. In 05, we literally needed divine intervention to beat Olympiacos and divine intervention to beat Milan.
Well, look at Chelsea. Chelsea.
No. So Elijah, that's an ether. That's a great point. Now, you see, again, guys, you have to just understand everything to context. Are we saying FC Porto were the best team in Europe in 2004? No. Hold on. Are we saying in 2005, Liverpool were outside the best team in Europe in 2005?
Yeah, no, we finished sixth.
So my thing though is we have to look at context. The thing about a cup is you were just able to get it done on that day. But it is not the greatest indicator of how good a team is. The best indicator is a treble. A team that won a treble, there is no denying this is out and out, pound for pound, no question asked, the undisputed best team in Europe in that section. There's no denying. But a team that won the UCL, but they didn't win their league or they didn't win their cup, can we call them the best team in Europe? No, they were the best team in a particular competition.
Even if it's a Dutch treble, even if it's a treble in the Dutch league or the Portuguese league in 2023, that's still the best club in Europe. If they win a treble.
But Nomad, the requirements of the treble requires that you win your league, your national cup competition. That's why people say the 83-84 that we have does not count because we didn't win a national competition. We won a football league competition. So you have to have that. You have to have the major domestic cup and the continental title, the major continental title, not Europa League, not Cup Winners' Cup, but the main one.
Yeah. Look.
Let me just say one thing. let me just say one thing. What gives you more excuses? What gives you more excuses? The league or the Champions League? What gives you more excuses?
Wait,
where you can still lose, where you can still suck. What gives you more excuses?
What is the argument? The harder achievement with a better team. If
Exactly.
you think better team, it's treble. But if you think harder achievement, it's a three-peat.
Exactly.
But again, you cannot say that if a team with the amount of games played managed to win 3 trophies, that's difficult. Because you see, AK, here's my thing though. 98-99. That was a very competitive league. And United were going up against an extremely good Arsenal side who took them to the last day of the season in the league and who they had to face in the FA Cup semi-final. And you look at the road they had to take. I'm sorry. As good as what Real Madrid did, Real Madrid's achievements of 3-peat is not harder than what United did in 1999.
Okay, so
then excuse me, Nomad, this needs a break. This needs a break. This needs a break.
I have a question then. If the treble that United won was harder, then why couldn't they retain the UCL the following year? If they did a harder achievement that year, why couldn't they retain it the following year?
Wait. How does that negate that what they did was hard for that? No. For that given year, they achieved that for that given year. Now, you can fall off, but for that given year, from 98 to 99, they achieved their hard achievements. Why are we bringing what happened in 99 and 2000? We have to look at things in a vacuum.
So
within that parameter.
So then the 3-peat shouldn't be considered in this because it spans over 3 years. So if
but AK, as I said again, what Real Madrid did, same thing with Arsenal and the Invincibles, it was unprecedented and it's super impressive.
Unrepeatable.
So what he did, but doing something that is amazingly impressive and unprecedented is not the same thing as what he did is difficult because again, AK, look at Real Madrid's team, look at United's team. Look at United's team and look at who they had to face in that UCL run and how good that Arsenal team is. Everything is contextual. Now, what Real Madrid's team was good, but AK, please go onto Google and look at the players that United had and look at who Juve had, Barcelona had, Bayern Munich had. And look at how good that Arsenal team was, and look at how competitive the Premier League was. And they had to go to the last day of the season in that Premier League. I'm sorry.
Can I throw a wrench in here?
Yeah.
Can I throw a wrench? All right. If we're talking about impressiveness, so I'm not discrediting Madrid's run. I wish a certain person.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I wish a certain person didn't injure a certain person. But we'd have a different conversation. Are we just doing just UCL? We're not doing European Cup because mine is a European Cup question.
No.
Okay. For instance, I was going to throw in the idea of Nottingham Forest because if you look into it, Nottingham Forest went back to back, but prior to them going back to back, they were a second division team. 2-3 years prior. So from being a second division team promoted and then ended up being league champion after being promoted, then winning 2 European titles, are we going to discredit that too? Because that's impressive.
We can't.
Yeah, so we can't discredit that. We can't. We can't. So again, see, my thing is context is key because when we talk about the difficulty, everything has to be taken into account because difficulty is what you achieved, how good your team was, and who you were facing. Now, Real faced the best in the UCL, but we know how good that Real Madrid team was. Your points right now, Nottingham Forest, the team just being promoted, and then back, bro, that's amazing. My point of United is, bro, I lived that era. I know how good that United team was, and I know who they faced. And I was like, how the hell are these guys beating these guys? When did these guys have a lot of fruit sellers on their damn team and a bunch of young kids? And I know how good that Arsenal team was that they had that took to the last day of the season. So again, that 1999 season, they won the league on the last day. They faced the second best team in a cup semi, won the cup, and they had to face Barcelona, Inter Milan, thingy. And remember, that was when you had to go through 2 group stages. So you have to play more games back in that European in that Champions League.
Yeah, you can't say the 3P like come on.
Yeah, we had Bayern Munich and Barcelona in our group.
Yeah,
that's
you don't get that much often nowadays.
So Casey, you want to talk about this before we head out? Casey, talk to me.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I just think you're comparing apples and oranges at this point.
Yeah,
two different things, two very different things. Treble and a 3P. It's up to you. If you think a 3P is more difficult, okay. If you think a treble is more difficult, it's also bad. But they're like very, very different.
Okay. In your opinion, what do you think is more difficult to do?
No, I just think it's apples and oranges. So I just can't decide on that.
But see, Casey, you know what? I think that's a perfect way to put it.
Because my point, right? The 3P is basically that you were the best team in the highest European competition for 3 years, right?
Yes.
Treble is that for that year, that one team. Because again, remember in the 3P, the team can change, and the Madrid team changed in the 3P. Like there were small changes, but the team changed. The treble team is basically this one team was consistent from August to June or whatever, like how long the season is. So yeah, but then a 3P guy will say that
it's down to perspective because again, you can say that.
No, but I think the 3P guys have if you want to play the double side, here's that they are the only team who have actually repeated a Champions League. So that's that's a valid argument. Like you can make that.
Are we now discounting the European Cup?
Era. You know my opinions on that. Just
no. Okay. We're not going to the Franco era.
No, not even. I don't care about European Cup. But I just look at the Intercon Cup winners because Copa Libertadores was actually a better tournament in late 70s to mid 80s by far.
That is true.
Because Boca Juniors were the best team at that time. Then Independiente and Flamengo in between. So.
Yeah, no. It's for me. Look, I think again it can be down to perspective because you can say, okay, the UCL is harder because you had to beat the best of the best for 3 years running. But then my response is best of the best, but you never face Barcelona. Now, Barca should have been good enough to beat their teams to therefore face Real Madrid. Because so Barca, you were not good enough in those years to now face Real Madrid.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying it's apples and oranges. That's what
so that's why it's going to be hard to. So let me hit this Dubai with better. So shout out to your boy, Whimsical Thoughts Man. Who's this coming? A 38-game league is considered the best due to consistency. For a knockout game, the margin of error allowed is low, hence it attains greatness. Again,
thank you.
Yeah. So no. But again, it's down to your perspective because again, based on the margin of error, that is why I hold the UCL.
I think, but he's comparing
because of
he's comparing League and Champions League though. So yeah, people say it's greater too.
But then take everything into account. So if somebody has done that league, have done that UCL, and have done that cup, that's a special achievement. But again, it's down to your perspective because at the same time you can say, okay, we won the toughest competition against the biggest teams, for 3 times in a row.
What?
Wait, who the hell is?
No way.
But Habo, can I make a point though? Even if you consider 3P, and I'm not saying again, I think it's a great achievement. I can say that 2009 to 2011 Barca, because we did the league 3P, and then 2 Champions League in between. So I think you can make a case that that's harder than a 3P though, because there are 2 Champions League there and there's a league 3P also.
But then you were consistent. But then real that we had to beat the best of the best in.
The but we also beat We also beat the best of the best because we won 2 Champions League.
No. But that's not. We did it 3 times in a row.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I'm saying we did 2 out of 3, right? Yeah, okay.
Pull up J2SAVR.
No. I've already said it before. Okay, so Osasuna, what's your take on this of what's more difficult? Osasuna. Wait, is this guy even on or something?
Osasuna.
Oh, yeah, look. I think that
I was gonna say, but didn't Barca do a quad? Didn't Bayern do a quad?
No, we did a sextuple. You can't do a quad in La Liga.
No, you can't do a quad. Okay, so before we go, so again, thoughts. What's harder?
Yeah. What's up? What's harder? What? I just came in.
Okay, no. We're just okay. So we're just saying. So, how much kudos should we give to Wenger for still be going invincible in the Premier League? And what is harder, a treble or a 3-peat of UCLs?
So Wenger should definitely get credit for going undefeated, 100%. I mean, that's still an achievement that has not been done yet, right? Same thing as like it's like any kind of record. It should be, it should not be questioned. It is a record that he has, and he should still be praised for it, right? The longer it goes without anyone breaking that record, the longer it and the more impressive it gets, because it just proves that it's how much difficult it actually is, right? And so every year it goes by, the more credit we should actually be giving him instead of the less credit we should be giving him, right? And so I still think it's still impressive. It's something that we still need to give him praise for. Where that puts him in rankings, that's for us to also determine. That's in the conversation right now, right? And so I think it's something we can still give praise for, and I think he should definitely still get praise. Kudos, as you would say, right? As for what's harder, a three-peat or a treble? I mean, this kind of goes back to this argument we just had, right? About what's not been done, right? Multiple teams have done the treble. 2 teams did it back to back. You can buy a treble with oil.
Oh wow!
Thank you.
And
not wrong.
Only legends and only real determination and actual character can get you a three-peat.
Character.
What if Pep does a back-to-back now?
Okay. Pep does a back-to-back.
Are you gonna say oil can?
Oil tax.
Of course. Pep does back-to-back, then oil can buy it back-to-back. And if Pep does 3 in a row, then I quit.
Oil can buy anything. Like money can buy anything.
And if he does 3 in a row, then I quit watching football. Straight up. Straight up. If he does 3 in a row, there's no fucking point of me watching football. Straight up.
What happens if Pep does a treble?
Okay, all right.
No. Then we all finished. Then we're all finished. Then what's the point?
Retire. No, look, see, Pep could do the treble again. That's why, my thing I think that the Premier League is done. That's done.
Don't put that.
Yes, Kenny. Yes, indeed.
My thing is that if he takes that FA Cup seriously, then it's seriously, because I think the league is done. I think the UCL must pretty much be done, because that still looks.
The league really done now?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yes.
It's done.
Again, discrediting Arsenal.
Elijah, stop.
Yes.
It's done. It's done. It's done.
They have the refs on their side, man.
Spurs ain't doing nothing like.
I mean, I can't lie. I have a feeling that the UCL's not done. As much as City,
UCL
is
not done, of course. Yeah.
I feel like there's something surprising going to happen.
This is why this is such an interesting debate, because I feel that I'll show you. Okay, this is what I'll show you. It's way easier to do back-to-back in a league than back-to-back UCL or back-to-back in a cup competition, because in a cup competition there's so many variables, and because there's so many variables and there's a low margin of error. This is what I see. Pep is very easy to gentrify a league, because once you crack the code of a league, it's done. It's finished. You can never crack the code of a cup competition, because all you need is one bad day. One bad day and you're out. So back-to-back in a league, I don't hold it as much precedence as back-to-back in any cup competition, specifically if it's of a high. No, any cup competition is hard, because all you need is one bad day and you're out. You can have several bad days in the league. One bad day in a cup competition against a Brighton, a Newcastle, a Lugo, and you're out of there. So because of that, as good as City are, one bad day against some team that's lucky and City are just have the bad luck, then they're out of that UCL. Because that's why that Real Madrid thing, I said again, I don't even know how to even view it, because is Zidane an amazing manager, or was he just in the right place at the right time?
They were a very good Champions League team. You can just read it that. Easily the best Champions League ever.
Zidane was a good manager. Even his league record, he lost the league by 1 point in his first season, won the league his second season, and then
he lost by 12 points.
No.
He lost. That third season was bad.
I still know. I feel until Zidane does it with another team, I'm still saying that it was lightning in a bottle. The right man at the right place with the right team.
They're saying Marseille if we get taken over by Saudis. Zidane might come.
They're saying that.
Then let's see. Then because that'll be fun. Then let's see. But you see, like, what's Real? Like, it was amazing because, bro, like when they did it the first time, I was like, cool. It's when they did it in 2018, I was like, what?
Yeah, like it was crazy.
Hold up.
But everyone just crumbled against us. Like it was just everyone was crumbling.
Let's skip it a stack.
If they didn't,
they were not supposed to win in 2017. That was supposed to be Juventus.
Yeah, that's why I gave up. I literally gave up.
Come on,
Cristiano's the reason that we won that Champions League. Like it's Cristiano's is the one reason we won that.
Hold up. Building onto that game, remember, Juve shut out MSN for 180 minutes.
Yep.
You see, once you did that, they shut down MSN.
No, but that was a Barca team in decline. No, but that was a Barca team in decline. You can ask any Barca fan.
We were not saying that in 2017. Come on, bro.
No, we were saying that.
No, that was a Barca team in decline that almost went undefeated next season.
But new manager.
Casey, no.
Like we went a bit defensive.
Okay, and you were in decline still? That doesn't make sense.
No, but we were still shit in the Champions League.
Casey, back in 2017, what Juve did to that Barca team, it was shocking that they kept them blank for 180 minutes. Bro, come on, it was shocking because that's the team who 2 years prior won a treble. So my thing though is that coming into that final, it was the unstoppable force against the immovable object. But guys thought that as close as this is, because nobody had ever defended their title, Juve were the favorites. They were the favorites based on what they did against Barca, and nobody had ever defended their title.
The famous
way the Real won it
I'm with you. Like literally, when they won that Champions League 2017, I just gave up. I was like, they're probably going to do another one. Like
no. You see, no. You know what? When they got to the final in 2018, I was like, these guys might do 3 in a row.
Bro, when we got to the final, everyone knew we were going to win it. There was almost no one was going to give Liverpool a chance. We saw how everyone was just crumbling against us, just like killing themselves in front of us.
I think because my thing, 2017 could have gone either way. 2018, Real were the favorite, so like, okay, these guys could do 3. But still, even then, you're like 3 in a row. How?
They had if anything, you can say 2016 was the closest one. If you want to be honest.
16 was the hardest one.
16, Atletico should have won that. Like it was they actually bottled it.
Bro, Griezmann missed the penalty in the 77th minute. That should have. No. Sorry, early on. Sorry, he missed a penalty early on.
The heritage, that like Real Madrid heritage during those times was crazy. Like
people just in the Champions League would just turn up for us for no reason. Lucas Vazquez and Asensio created a goal out of nothing against Bayern in the semi-final for no reason.
Okay, guys, look, man. I'll be right back, guys. Peace out, guys. Peace out.